What's up, Who Dat Nation, and welcome to the Dome Patrol Podcast. Hey, what's up, Who Dat Nation? Thanks for joining us on the Dome Patrol Podcast. This is the official Saints podcast of the Who Dat Nation. I'm your host, Jeff, and did I say official Saints podcast of the Who Dat Nation? That is correct.
Yes, you did.
But it is also the official Saints podcast of the Fans First Sports Network. We are T-minus 51 days until James does NOLA, and this is our 2025 season spectacular. That means that on this episode, we've got fan favorite featured segments like bold predictions, sure to go wrong. Everybody prepared? Are you going to think of them on the fly?
No, written down.
I actually prepared this year. Normally, I just do it on the fly.
Typed out. But I know, typed and printed.
Wow. I
hand wrote mine on index cards. Old school. Lee Corso style, in honor of Lee Corso. That's how he started. They didn't have teleprompters. What else we got? Official season record predictions. We're going to go through the season. We're going to see how we're different from we were before the draft or right after the draft. We got Dome Patrol checkpoints because it's a Saturday episode. Hopefully everybody's drinking. I got my mimosa right here. Everybody's going to report in with what you're drinking, what your drunk scale rating is. We'll see how high Jason gets.
Hey.
James got some White Claws.
We got Atlanta.
Yeah. Look at him tweets maybe if we got any. And Pick'ems. The return of Pick'ems. So everybody's going to play Pick'ems this year, right?
Well, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always do.
All right. So put your seatbelts on, keep your hands and legs inside your earbuds at all times, and enjoy the show. We have everybody here. We have James, Jason, and Wesley. All right, fellas. First off, report in. For those of you who don't know, new school listeners, back in the day when we started this, we used to drink heavily on the podcast, and we would always report in when we started on what your drunk scale rating is on a scale from 1 to 10, how drunk you are. It is 10 in the morning as we're recording. We did have a couple of mimosas. I don't expect high numbers right now. I do expect them to climb as the show goes on. So, Jason, welcome to the show. What's your number?
I just started drinking mimosas. I really don't feel anything, so it's probably a 0 right now.
Okay.
Even though I have been drinking mimosa for, I don't know, half hour maybe, but still not feeling anything yet. Yeah, 15 years.
Jeff, you didn't mention when telling this story that Jason is notorious for lying about his number and then all of a sudden his number going up like 4 digits in like 8 minutes.
So there's a reason for that. It's because I normally drink liquor. Because I'm limiting myself to champagne, it should be fine today. It should be more realistic today.
Okay. We'll see. Did you eat any gummies before you started the show?
No,
Sometimes that'll
no.
affect your...
Then it would be a disaster. But I will predict I will not be hugging a toilet today.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction.
That's
sure
a
to go
bold
wrong.
prediction. Sure to go wrong.
You also need to help save yourself. You got 6 hours till LSU kicks off, so you got that.
I'm definitely going to be taking a nap today for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, James, welcome to the show. What's your number?
I am 1 White Claw in so far, so very, very 0.02, probably something like that.
Okay. I'm a little disappointed. You've had a longer day. Like it's what,
like
6 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon for you?
4:30 in there. Yeah.
Something like that.
I drank a lot last weekend.
But you
and
still
I don't
recovered.
need to repeat, and I do not need to repeat that this
Yeah.
weekend. Although at least I don't have to catch a train this week.
That's what you think. Speaking of, it's the night's early. Speaking of, we got the Saint City and me in chat saying, "Who dat? Welcome, guys. Didn't you go?
Yeah.
Weren't you drinking with them last week?
I was drinking with them this
I
time
want to
last
know
week. Yeah.
if they're drinking as is right now, or if they're having a tough time recovering or not.
They've probably drank more than James at this point today.
I have
Mike
a
definitely
feeling.
will have drunk more than me at this point
Yeah.
for sure.
I think so. All right, Wesley, what's your number?
0.
Ah.
Y'all know I got up this morning. I was headed to softball tournament and it got rained out, and so I'm a late edition here. But it's I was going to be mobile for this instead of at home, so
Mobile.
I got a 0.
Yeah, Saint City says got up that seltzer game, James. Get on the high noons. I agree, James. I mean, White Claw, come on, that's basic white
Yeah,
girl.
I don't,
Dave,
you
I
need
don't
to drink
believe
a high
high noons
noon
get sold over
and be
here.
a basic
so,
white guy.
Yeah.
That's what 19-year-olds drink.
What?
It's all about the
White Claws?
calories.
Yeah.
It's all about the calories.
High noon's got the same amount of calories as a White Claw, and they taste
They
better.
don't sell high noons here.
Oh yeah, they have the metric system. They don't know what noon is.
Well, that's fair. They row, apparently. All right, instead of paddle.
Jeff,
All right.
what is your number?
I probably Not even a 1 because, yeah, I'm kind of in Jason's boat. I started drinking maybe about 15 minutes before the show while I was setting up the live stream, which is why we're a little late. But we're late because I was drinking while I was doing it, not because I was right. Okay, so let's get into things. First thing before we get into the segments is a real quick kind of end of preseason. We now know the 53-man roster. Last episode, we did talk about the cuts. Let's talk a little bit about now what you expect from this team now that we have identified our starting offense. What kind of a season are you preparing for mentally?
Well,
Who wants to go first?
So we're gonna start on a negative note, is what you're saying.
Well, hey, we did claim
Depends.
we did claim Trey Palmer off waivers from Tampa, so we got another receiver in the building. So
LSU great Trey Palmer.
That's how you know it's a new regime. We actively
right?
went out and got an LSU player. Like, things are
Jeff,
changing.
Oh, really? Yes, Jeff. LSU has a football team. Some of their players.
No,
make
I
it
was
to the
saying, oh, really?
NFL,
So that's how
and
things have.
one of them.
Things have
Like-
changed.
Yeah, things have changed. We
Wait,
actively
Trey
went
Palmer?
out
LSU has a football
Gra-
team?
and grabbed a tiger.
We landed on the moon?
So that helps the receiver room. Now, this quarterback still has to get him the ball, but I mean, we've talked about this a lot. It's I think the defense will be pretty solid. I don't know if Penning's going to be ready week 1. So offensive line, all our backups got decimated. We claimed an offensive lineman as well, so we brought in another offensive lineman to bolster the depth. So yeah, the offensive line that we thought could be a top unit this year, if healthy, is already facing injuries all over the place.
Well,
so
Penning might play in week 1, right?
Maybe, but probably not.
Okay.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't
think
expect
so.
it.
So look, we're going to get a nice plate of vermicelli in week 1. So
There you go.
Hey, maybe it's a good thing.
Delicioso.
Mm-hmm.
I got to find something better than that, but that's the most Italian thing I got right now. All right. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like, I'm optimistic as long as nobody gets hurt, which means I'm going to be pessimistic because it's guaranteed that people are going to get hurt. But I think as long as I'm okay with the first 11 guys on offense. If number 12 has to come in, unless it's Mason Tipton, I'm nervous. Or Kendry Miller. But beyond that, when people start getting hurt, that's when people are going to start complaining. And I'm going to just say this. I'm going to get pissed off when Saints fans start complaining about, like, Spencer Rattler not playing well if he's playing behind 2 or 3 subs on the offensive line, and they're going to blame Rattler for it, thinking that he's not good, right? And then they're going to start calling for Tyler Shuck. I might even call for Tyler Shuck here and there, but I think everybody just needs to go into the season at least with that in the back of their head, that if Rattler doesn't look good, the first thing you need to say is, well, who's blocking for him? Because if it's not the starters, it's not all his fault. Right?
Yeah,
Agree?
I
Disagree?
think this is an offense where if prime Drew Brees was playing with these other 10 players, I would and the 2 backup receivers and the backup tight end and all, like, I'd feel really good about what he could do with this offensive line and this couple of running backs and these guys catching the ball. We don't have Drew Brees. We don't have old Drew Brees or prime Drew Brees or left-handed Drew Brees. So I also don't expect that the other 10 people are going to be healthy for a lot of for the entire season to do that. And we've talked about, like, what are the reasons for it, whether it's bad drafting or roster building or a general manager who doesn't know anything about football or letting the wrong people go. But we don't have depth at all. And again, this is many years where we've been like, man, if the top 22 people stay healthy, man, maybe we've got a team. And that's just not what happens in the NFL. And that's,
right. That's why you need depth, which is why we're going to lose some games that we could have won. But injuries are part of it. That's why earlier this week... go ahead, James.
I was going to say I've got a bold prediction around the offense that we'll get to later on, so I'm not going to spoil it. But let's just say I'm not going to be expecting very much.
Oh.
The general kind of things that are concerning to me right now. One, I'm not expecting the team to be good. I've been said that I'm okay with it. I'm looking for long term what's going to happen. I love that our cap's being reset, and I think that we're we have some good young players. We're a quarterback away next year from what we can do. Things that are concerning me right now. One, trading a 4th round draft pick for a wide receiver that's 27 or 28 years old. And I know everybody wants to get lost at it being his 2nd year. He's old. He's not a guy that's going to be here 5 years from now with whatever rookie we draft next year. I don't like that because it could be the first pick in the 4th round, so I think it's insane. Now, again, we're not good at drafting 4th rounders. I get it saying that, but I wouldn't have traded it. And I think it's weird how many team building days we've had. And I've heard a rumor that the team has already been given off Labor Day and is not going to practice.
It is a national holiday.
Maybe he realizes there's no point.
5 days before the first game of the season, of a team that's got 6 brand new players, like 6 players that, like, not undrafted guys or rookies that made 6 guys who didn't know anything about New Orleans or the Saints or any of these players a week ago.
That's why they're off, so they can explore New Orleans.
We've had multiple days off, golf building events, paintball, whatever it's been, and now we just get Labor Day. And
we're trying to make sure we don't. We're trying to make sure we don't lose another offensive lineman on practice on Monday.
there is that. We will not. We will hopefully have no injuries announced on Monday evening.
Right.
No, nobody's going fishing. It's a bye week. It's okay, I guess. Like, and like it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they practice. They're still gonna lose.
You know what? It's okay. You know what? It's the fucking Cardinals. Who cares? It's the fucking Cardinals.
Okay.
We're good. We got this.
And to be fair, the Saints have a history of doing well against mobile quarterbacks who utilize the tight end a lot.
Yep.
So probably we can take days off against the Cardinals because that's honestly
Hold
our
on,
bread and
hold on.
butter.
Maybe you'll
is
have
stopping
maybe you
those
have
guys.
player organized practices going on.
Hold on. That was Dennis Allen's defense. He's long gone.
I don't know, from what we saw in the
Long
preseason.
gone.
From what we
He's
saw
long
in the
gone from here.
preseason against the Chargers, I don't know that his impact is left. But you say something. Now, I'm gonna go off of football a little bit and go back to Rattler. I saw a video where it was like a little, kind of an ad type video, and they were interviewing him about something, and they asked him what was his favorite po' boy in New Orleans, and he was kind of like basically having to struggle. He's like, I went to this one place. So he said one po' boy in New Orleans, and he barely remembered the name of the restaurant. Meanwhile, Tyler
he's just
Shuck,
working. He's just learning offense.
But they made sure that they gave Tyler Shuck the whole PR machine of let's bring him to Drago's and let's show him embracing the New Orleans culture. And that led to people loving him. Why didn't Spencer Rattler get this treatment? I'm not knocking Spencer Rattler. I'm knocking the Saints for not parading, pun intended, their starting quarterback who's been here now a full year and has had one po' boy and doesn't even know the name of the restaurant.
I don't think they wanted him to be their starting quarterback. That's why, Jeff.
But so I'll just say difference, Jeff. Spencer Rattler was drafted last year, and Derek Carr he was in the 5th round, and he was an afterthought because Derek Carr was our starting quarterback. And honestly, most people at that time, a year and a half ago, thought Derek Carr was going to be our starting quarterback for a few more years. So nobody gave any kind of real thought to setting Spencer Rattler up for success.
Okay.
I know for a fact that
you're telling me
Tyler
he's going to Drago's. That's why they're off.
Tyler Shuck's agent was told, not by the Saints, but by someone in New Orleans, hey,
Drew Brees,
his first day when he lands here, take him to this place to eat, post it on social media, get it out there that he is, because they referenced the Derek Carr Chipotle shit.
Okay. So then
don't start.
Spencer.
And at that time, it wasn't about playing quarterback. Nobody knew if he could play quarterback, but it was just don't do this.
Yeah. Okay. So then Spencer, get better people. Like, it's not the Saints. It's Spencer's people. Like, come on, get your people to book you some things. I guess we're looking in tweets because this is all on social.
I think Spencer, after his his Netflix journey through high school and all, and some of the stuff at Oklahoma, I think Spencer's done a good job of trying to avoid as much social media as possible and isn't trying to worry about that. And I mean, tell you what, you can tell he worked this offseason about just getting good at football.
Right. You know what? That's going to do better than, eating red beans at Mama's and Papa's or something.
Go win a game, and that will do better.
Right. Yeah, he's going to be like,
I'm not saying he's going to win this game.
So he's going to go on social and be like, wow, this dude's over here eating oysters and fried fish. I'm over here winning football games, which I'll. All right. On the stream, what's up, Mike? I see you're there. John Butler, who dat? Okay, the other thing that, what really grinds my gears in the Look at Him tweets section is the national media. Now, did y'all see the FanDuel thing where they ranked who is the face of the NFL for each team?
Yeah.
And they had an NA for the Saints. Okay,
they ranked it for 31 of the teams.
Okay, it is funny. Okay, but and then even with the Pelicans, there was where they ranked the Pelicans 31st last or something. There was another thing. It wasn't FanDuel, but it was somebody else. Maybe it was ESPN who put the Pelicans last. ESPN also put the Saints last. Everybody is dumping on the Saints this year. It's not even, we think the Saints are going to be bad. It's why are they even here? But so there's two takes I have on this. One is the whole we can shit on our teams, but you can't. And shout out to John O'Barnes for doing a TikTok about that. Totally agree with you. The other take, and go in whichever direction you want to go in, is maybe this is a referendum on maybe one entity, like the Benson corporate conglomerate, should not own two professional sports franchises because
or any.
But look at what's happened now since Tom has died, and even while he was here. If it wasn't for Sean and Drew. You've got the two worst teams. So it's having a worst team isn't an anomaly. Now we have evidence of just everything you're doing is not working in two professional sports. You're not just bad. You are the worst. What? What do we do about that?
So I know mostly for the Saints in terms of picking everything, most of it, it all boils down to the quarterback situation. That's it. Outside of Cleveland, we have the worst quarterback situation in the league. I completely understand that, but it's also, they've been waiting.
Hey, what's up, man? He said, relax, guy.
Guy. Yeah, look, I'm not mad. I'm just pointing out a fact.
No, I think he's talking to me.
But, they've been waiting to shit on us for skirting the cap for years, and Drew kept us afloat, and even with
I'm not going to stop yelling, because then that'll mean I lost the fight.
Go ahead.
And they now's their time to shit on us because we are shitty. But it does also point to the fact that we run, the Benson organization runs two franchises, and they're both incredibly shitty. That clearly says something. That's not an anomaly. That's piss poor. Oh, I do declare management.
Have you guys missed the salary cap hell segments and articles by the national media that just? There was no way out of it. A year ago, there was no way out of cap hell. The Saints are just perpetually going to always, and now we have
I've
some
seen
of the top money available. Are y'all missing it this year? That we're I didn't see any apology articles or tweets out there, but look at that.
I said, they've been mentioning these since 2012. Yeah,
you're still seeing reports now where people are saying that the Saints are in cap hell when we are just not in cap hell anymore.
No,
it's their instinct. They've been saying it for so long.
They don't have anything else.
Saying it.
Right. Well, they're used to pulling up a year ago. They have their library of articles, and they just basically run it through ChatGPT to refresh for the current year with the same talking points. Yeah, we're not in cap hell, but we are paying the price. And we've talked about it, where the price is the lack of depth, right, on the team, which is what we started with.
Well, it's a combination of cap mismanagement and shitty drafts, in addition to bad drafts, trading away picks and having fewer picks. That's really why we're in this spot we're in. We have the fewest draft picks since 2005 or whatever.
And we've only got 5 next year.
Yeah, we've already traded the 4th round pick. It's fuck, stop trading picks. I thought we were past this. We drafted how many guys
we're not good at
8, 9?
4th round picks, so.
Yeah, but things are changing. Maybe we'll be good going forward. It could be our thing going forward.
Right.
Who knows?
Okay. All right, let's switch to positive. So before we get into some record predictions, or actually record predictions is still negative. So. But no, positives could be, what do we got?
we had a big roster overhaul with a lot of young guys. So while they may struggle this year, that's a good thing moving forward to build your foundation.
Listen, I really think that Fuaga and Banks are going to be great bookend tackles for a long, long time. I think Rashid Shaheed is going to have a coming out year. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing because he's going to want, if he has the year I think he could have, he's going to want $20 million a year, which, I mean, makes it hard to keep him or Olave in a couple years because Olave is going to want his big deal if he can have a year healthy. But young guys that Jason's talking about, I think Stutzman, I don't know how much he's going to play because of DeMario and Pete being in front of him. He's going to play this year and he's going to look good. I think Quincy Riley, again, probably not going to be on the field a lot to start the year, but he looks like there's some makings of a corner back there. Jonas Sanker, the safety, looks like a real player at safety. I mean, there are some young guys that we can watch develop and get better. And then, I mean, honestly, the best news is in this year where we finally decided to like bite the bullet and realize that we got to reset. There are 6 college quarterbacks, maybe 7, depending on who you talk to about the Indiana guy, 6 or 7 quarterbacks that legitimately can have a season this year to be the number 1 overall draft pick. There are going to be quarterbacks available. I've seen 5 or 6 quarterbacks being drafted in the first round next year, being like really like a good chance. And if the team drafting at the top, drafting number 1, like you're getting what you assume is going to be a Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, I mean, and whoever your recent guys that you're fans of. There's going to be, even if we didn't have the number 1 overall pick, there's going to be a really good quarterback available for us that's going to have lots of stats, lots of time, lots of starts in the NFL or in college. And I don't know, watch college football this year with a different intensity than you maybe have in the past. And I think that some Saints reporters are going to be watching more college football than they ever have before, knowing that they got articles to write and there's people to talk about here in a few months.
That's a good point. Are you suggesting we have a segment each week of like the college scouting report?
That'd be good. Like just like having that 6 or 7 quarterbacks and where are they at and what did they do?
What did they do? I like that.
It's not a bad idea.
No.
All right. Okay. So let's move on. Unless y'all have any other topics that you want to talk about getting into the season.
I think some of those will come up as we talk about record predictions and we talk about
bold predictions.
Bold predictions, sure to go wrong and all, I'm sure.
Right. Okay. So record predictions. I don't remember the records that we predicted other than the fact that I had us at like 10 wins at the
You had
draft.
10. I think James had 7.
7, yeah.
Everybody remembers how many Jason had after week 2.
I had 5.
After week 2
of 2024.
Oh, that was last year's.
This isn't 2024. This is this year.
Let's see. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, Jason, you have it at 6-11. James 9-8. This is last year.
Was it 9-8? Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it! It's last year, man.
No, I have 10-7. But I
had
have
that
Wesley
last year
8-9,
as well.
and you weren't there for the draft show, Wesley.
no.
So this
Jason,
was-
you went up to 6 and then you went to 14.
I mean, it escalated very quickly. Kind
All
of like
right.
my drunk scale number. Sometimes it just escalates.
Yeah, last year. Well, last year Jason went from 6 from the draft to like 72 at the Spectacularrrr. Well, it also matters what.
Jason, were you able to get your refund back from the hotel when you made the deposit for the Super Bowl hotel?
I'm working on it.
Are you still talking to them?
It's a huge process.
And Mike did say good problem to have if the wideouts stay healthy and produce. I'm talking about. I missed when that was, so sorry about that. All right, let's get into this record prediction. I will say though, if we wait to the end of the show after we've had a couple of drinks, I feel like they might be a little different. But let's start with Arizona, September 7th. This is the first game. This is next week. They're coming to New Orleans. Noon game, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is a noon. Surprisingly, it's a noon game because they're a West Coast team. But I'm glad it's a noon game. Yeah. It's going to be too hot to be tailgating for 5 hours, so a nice 2-hour tailgate would be nice.
All right, so now that you've seen everybody in preseason, are you changing this one to a win?
I had it as a win already. We are winning this game. We are winning week 1.
I do not have it as a win.
We are losing.
I'm so like everybody wants to believe in Arizona. What has Arizona ever done? I don't trust. I will never trust the Arizona Cardinals.
For me, it's not believing in Arizona.
It's not that.
But you're not factoring in the week 1 Kellen's first game, the energy of the crowd, the energy
Nope.
of
Yeah,
the players wanting to get him his first win right away.
I am factoring that in. I don't think we lose by more than like 13 because of I'll be there. That energy. I'm gonna bring that energy.
All right, I'm gonna be good with Jason on this one. I'm gonna say it's a win because
Fucking right, doggy.
it's the most healthy we're gonna be all season. So like once people start getting hurt, that's when we start losing games.
But we don't have pinning. So is it? What if the next week against the 49ers
I said we're gonna
is the
win.
healthiest?
That's why I said we're gonna win.
What has Brock Purdy ever done in this league?
Hey, we got Linguini Simpkins, man. We're good.
Exactly. We're gonna carbo load week 1.
Yeah, all right. San Francisco, week 2. This one's also in the dome. San Francisco's back, all their guys healthy now because they had a bad year last year for mostly due to injuries.
I mean, they did trade away Debo, so they don't have him anymore. Ayuk, I think, is not going to be playing.
But they got that big deal with what's his name?
McCaffrey's healthy for week 1.
I'm blanking on the tight end. What's his name? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, George Kittle.
Kittle. Yeah.
George Kittle. Yeah.
I knew it started with a G. All right. I'm gonna go loss on this one.
Yeah, I think we're just completely out coached, outmanned, out rostered. This is Christian McCaffrey will still be healthy that early. That's a problem game.
A simple no would have sufficed, but so I think I had this as a win in my first go around, but I'm swapping it with another game because I really want to beat San Francisco, but I'm going to go with a loss here.
Yeah. All right, James, I'll put you down as a loss already.
I'm definitely a loss in this one.
All right, next game is at Seattle, first away game of the year, 3rd week of the season.
Just put me down for another L.
Yep. James is so sad putting all these L's together. He's not used to it.
No, he broke the seal last year. He knew what he was doing. He had to break the seal at the end of last year, so this was much more comfortable.
Yeah.
All right. Check it in on chat. John Butler says, I wish I was blessed with any level of optimism for the 2025 season. Remember, John, you're not going in. Winning is not the measure of happiness this year. Being excited about young players, watching them develop, and having hope for next year with each loss brings you closer and closer to drafting a great quarterback in the 2026 draft. So that's how you get your any level of optimism.
Jeff, should we also this year have a segment where we just like reflect back on a big Saints win in history that was fun to watch?
That's either going to depress
people more. So we can
more.
discuss a Saints win every week this season, no matter what. Just like, and now we throw it back to 2009 when the Saints. It's
the reason why when I see you know how like you're swiping through and you'll see like a Drew Brees highlight and it's like the greatest of all time type. I can't watch them. It's like I want to watch them, but I get depressed if I do, so I have to swipe past them. Saint City and me said 21-27 Saints against Arizona. I don't know who you got, us or them. I can't tell.
Ooh,
I couldn't tell either.
Yeah,
is that one of those British score predictions?
Yeah, it's in
keeps you guessing.
Meters. All right, at Buffalo, September 28th.
Yeah, just don't even ask.
So in that week's time, we're going from the farthest west to almost the farthest east that you could go across the country. I wonder if they're even going to stop off in New Orleans or if they're just going to go straight to Buffalo after Seattle.
Whatever they do, it is not going to matter in that game.
That's probably right. All losses?
All losses.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you, just speak up if you think we're going to win. All right.
It's going to be quite a segment then.
Yeah, right. After first 4 games, we come into New Orleans to face against the Giants. This one might be winnable.
I think I originally had this as a win. I have changed this to a loss. I think that their pass rush scares the shit out of me.
Dude.
I think it's still going to be Rattler, and I think he's going to get sacked like 6 or 7 times. I think it's going to be one of those kind of games.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Me and Jason on the same page with I think that after 4 losses in a row, even if Rattler looks good, this is when it starts getting noisy about let's make a change. One, and you do not do it against the Giants because Tyler Shucks already sees ghosts and gets jumpy. This is that pass rush you do not want to have your first NFL game against. I think this is when it starts. The team starts at least internally discussing if we keep losing, when's the first time that we start Shuck and they start making a game plan about, is it a home game, is it a road game, who's the defense that won't kill him? And I really wanted to call this one a win. I think they're going to have a veteran quarterback. I think they'll still be starting Russell Wilson, or probably not Jameis, unfortunately. But Jameis is a return to the dome, so I think this is a Malik Neighbors big game, and it looks probably bad on us.
Oof. I had this as a win the first time around.
It's their pass rush is insane.
Yeah, it's scary.
I think by this point we're also missing at least 2 offensive linemen.
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Settle down,
I'm actually gonna give us a win for this one. First win of the season.
Actually, the offensive line, this could be the best time because after maybe 4 weeks of him sucking, Ruiz maybe gets benched. Tortellini's in there. Best offensive line that we've had in years playing together. But this defensive line's not going to help our offensive line at all.
So you're still losing. Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm the optimist. I'm gonna go with a win. James, you convinced me. All you had to say is win. Because they're gonna call Shane Lemieux, get him back on the roster.
Okay.
Didn't we cut him?
We did cut him.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next game is New England. So we stay in New Orleans. Home game. Got the Patriots coming in. Vrabel coaching. Tried to get Tom Brady to come help. Tom Brady said no way in hell.
Again, I really wanted Giants or Patriots. I wanted to choose one of these as a win for us, my first win of the year. Like one, Drake May's a younger quarterback trying to figure it out. And like he really wasn't that great last year, but he's been dubbed the future. I just think this is a Mike Vrabel win for the Patriots. I think that they're going to struggle against the better team just because they don't have the roster and the talent, but we're right there with them, maybe youth and roster wise. And I think Mike Vrabel is a great coach who's going to make this team. He's going to just have them fired up for every single game, no matter what their record is. And I just, I can't, when we're that close, I think we're going to get out coached in this one.
True.
So you have us winless
At this point? He does.
Wow.
Jason, you've got us with 1 win. Is this going to be your second win?
It is not. It is not.
Same for me.
James, 1 win.
Defeat. Yep.
I got a defeat as well.
It's also, I'm factoring in here that at any point now I could see where they're like, okay, we're 0-4, 0-5. Let's start Shuck because we have to, and it's getting loud. He's not going to win his first few games. So I kind of like reset it. Like, even though I was like, okay, Rattler's figuring it out. Like, he's getting more comfortable. This is maybe a team he could take advantage of. I'm factoring in that it might be Shuck's first start of his career. And so it kind of brings it back down.
All right. I don't know.
Do it. Oh,
I'm not picking a win for this one.
Oh.
I think the Patriots are steadily improving, and we're not. I mean, we are, but not at the same pace. So, which is a medium pace. The following week, we head over to Chicago, or up to Chicago, October 19th. Chicago, Dennis Allen, terrible head coach, elite defensive coordinator. Chicago's defense, he might have a chip on his shoulder. I'm coming in with this one.
Should we think about signing a running quarterback for this game?
We might need
Should
to.
we?
Well, Spencer Rattler can run.
Tyler Huntley's out there. We just bring Tyler Huntley in, or do we just start Kendry Miller at quarterback?
No. This is a perfect spot.
Taysom. Wait, when's Taysom
back?
back?
No. This is a perfect spot to start Tyler Shook and just run a bunch of bootlegs.
Run.
It's going to work. This is how you steal a win.
Why do y'all think?
You know what?
Am I wrong? Can Spencer Rattler not run?
He can, but they consider Tyler Shuck to be the more
Runner.
the mobile runner, and he did it a lot. He just didn't do it his last year because he got hurt a couple years before that. So they told him they want him to run. They're going to do a lot of design quarterback runs. They just want him to remember to not be Robert Griffin III and get hit on the sideline instead of going out of bounds.
Okay. All right. So I'm putting myself as a loss on this one. Wesley, sounds like you're also losing.
Yeah. I think the Bears are ascending with their coaching staff and their young team they put together. If Caleb Williams is a real quarterback, they've set him up for success.
Yeah. All right, James and Jason, what y'all got?
It's a loss. I just can't see us winning that.
Yeah, probably not. I don't like losing to the Bears.
Damn. Me neither. Damn it. All right. Next game.
Does it make you feel better if you say that we lost to the Bears? Does it make it better?
It does
Is
a
it
little
more
bit.
palatable?
At least it puts a smile on my face.
Do you know what the only thing that's giving me pause about that is we have pause. Do you see what I did there with the Bears, by the way? Do you like that?
Ah.
Is clip that, Jeff.
Time check.
We have not lost to Chicago for a long time.
Since the playoffs?
I think that was the last time we lost to them.
All right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm switching my pick. Tyler Shook gets his first start against the Bears. We bootleg him all day. We beat the Bears. Give me a win, baby.
Does any Saints player get punched in the head and any Bears player get ejected?
Hey, you know it. Is CD Deuce
we
over
just
there?
need somebody to. We just need somebody to be CD Deuce for the game. That's all.
Jason's picking a win. Jason, you should. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you probably should have won the previous week against New England. But I see what you're saying. But
No. I don't give a shit about New England
against the Bears. Dennis Allen.
I like Chicago as a city, but I hate the Bears. And fuck Dennis Allen. Fuck Dennis Allen. This is an anti-Dennis Allen pick. Fuck him.
Okay, there you go. I like it.
What if at the end
Saint City
Chicago's
said DA gets punched in the head?
What if Chicago's beaten us by 3 touchdowns and DA calls a fake kneel down touchdown against us?
He better say fucking sorry.
I didn't think there was any way I could hate him anymore, but there you go. You just bring it up.
No, do it.
He better say so. All right, next week something special is going to happen. It's Tampa Bay,
this is a win.
October
Win,
26th.
win.
This is when not only does James does NOLA, but half of England does NOLA. Half of the Who Dat Nation of the British Isles.
Our food tastes better.
If we're 0-7 at this point, like I predict, do people cancel their trips to New Orleans? Not James, but other people.
Everybody is in on this one.
I
think,
and I've been clear
15 of
about
us?
this. I've been clear about this for over a month with James. This is what I'm predicting to be Tyler Shuck's first career start. Just with instead of starting him on the road against the Bears, this would be the time. Get him a start at home. Get him a divisional opponent that he's watched at least tape on a few times, and that the coaching staff will feel like they can be familiar with. This is what I predict to be Tyler Shuck's first start.
This will be his first home start.
No, I think this is we've been talking about this for a few weeks, haven't we, Wesley? I think this is where Tyler Shuck makes his first start in a Saints jersey and leads us to a glorious victory.
So I was lucky. I went to Taysom Hill's first start, Ian Book's first start. That wasn't lucky. I'm saying I was lucky, but the Ian Book one wasn't lucky. I went to Rattler's first start. I've seen a few of those. So
did we win any of those games? Taysom's first start?
Well, Rattler might be 0-6 in his career. So we won Taysom's. We won Taysom's first start against Atlanta. Ian Books, we did not win.
No, we definitely did not win that one. But yeah, this is a win for me, only because I'm there. That's the only reason I'm picking a win.
Well, the person keeping track of the wins and losses isn't even here.
That's all right.
No, he's not.
That's all right. I'm predicting a win because it's going to be the best crowd of the season because of all of our brethren coming over from the UK. So even though Tampa will easily win this division, and I think Tampa's going to advance decently far in the playoffs, we will defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this day, on this glorious day.
I predict a really fun weekend.
I do too.
That ends at 12:07.
Hey, James, by the way, Manchester United just scored.
I know, that's what my celebration was just about then, by the way.
It wasn't the Saints. Yeah.
But I don't predict that the Saints are going to follow in their footsteps.
Oh, come on.
I can't do it. Me and James are we're all going to have a really good time. It's going to be a great weekend, glorious trip to New Orleans.
It's just one game.
This is not going to put a
just
a
you and James.
All of us. He said all of us.
Oh, okay.
Said all of us.
I thought you said me and James. Have a good
James
time.
is sitting. James is sitting with me at the game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what I was.
So James, when the Saints win, you got to rub it in his face because
we'll
he
still
predicted
have
a
fun.
loss.
What have I got to rub in his face?
The fact that we're winning.
Oh, time check.
Well,
Clip that.
Whatever you decide.
But I do have us 0-8.
Oh Jesus!
Holy wow! Woo boy.
Okay, so wait, everybody's got a loss for this game?
No, win.
No.
Okay. So
This is
Okay,
why you
Jeff.
don't get to go to get up and leave.
I had to pee.
You
James,
clearly went to go
so
refresh
by the way,
your drink,
James, you know this from England. Like when we're down there and I'm drinking, I'm gonna disappear every 12 ounces.
Yeah, I remember from October 2022. Don't
Yeah.
worry, I remember.
If you wonder where I am, check the bathroom first.
Yeah, no,
No, so-
I
Or
remember.
the water fountain in Miami.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
All right. So what do we got for this game then?
Wesley has a loss. James and I have a win so far.
Okay.
And Jeff
do you have?
has.
A loss.
Come on, do it.
Jeff, have you like said that you're committed to going to this game, right?
Yes. Yes.
Even if we're 0-7.
Yeah. We're coming.
Don't
to this
worry,
game.
we're not going to be
gonna
0-7.
miss this. What
Listen. If Jeff doesn't turn up, I'm going to get somebody to drive me to his bloody house, and I'm going to carry him there if I have to.
Well, you know, now you just make me want to not show up just for that. Like I want to make that happen. It's good content. All right. Also, I wouldn't have to walk.
Okay, so we're
I'm gonna go with
how
a
many
loss.
games-
I'm gonna be a realist. I'm gonna say we're gonna lose this game. I think Tampa's too good.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
I know, but I mean, like, I want to win. Like, I'm gonna be at the game. James is gonna be at the game. Half of England's gonna be at the game. Man,
Just pick it. This is a silly preseason record prediction. It means nothing. Just pick a win. Why not? Come along. Come along. It's fun.
Fuck Atlanta.
all right, I'll do it. All right.
But don't worry. After we win the first 2 games of the year, you can change your record prediction and pick that we're gonna win every game the rest of the way.
It's the new Dome Patrol checkpoint. All right. You know what? Fuck it. All right, I'll give me a win. Whatever. I don't care.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
How much better do you feel,
I feel
now,
better.
right?
I do feel better.
See?
James Butler, you need a John Butler. You need
Yeah.
to do that. Just say we're gonna win, and then you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next game is at the Rams, Los Angeles. Back to the West
We're
Coast.
crashing back down to earth with a bump.
Yeah, this
Easy loss. Yeah.
I think the Rams are going to be very good this year. As
It
long
wasn't
as
their name,
Stafford
boss.
is healthy.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
See,
Oh, you got something to say about it?
I don't think Stafford's going to be healthy, but we're still going to lose this game.
Yeah,
I
because they
think
have
Stafford's
Stetson
gonna have-
Bennett as their backup.
I mean, their coach is just too good. Even if without Stafford, I think they're going to beat us.
Oh, but so their old quarterback is fine, but Tyler Shuck is too old to play. Is that how it
Yeah.
works?
That's how it works.
All right, at Carolina next week. This is now we're November 9th. Getting kind of deep in the season.
We always struggle at Carolina, so I'm going to go loss.
Yep. I will let everybody know now. I am going to predict one of the Carolina games to be a win. It's just not this one, because we struggle in Carolina. I also have other reasons. So that just preview the next Panthers game. I am going to pick as a win.
Do you know something we don't know that you're not sharing?
I'll tell you when we get back to the next Panthers
Okay.
game.
So,
So that's 0-9.
James,
Wow.
Yeah, I have.
we still don't have a win from Wesley.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
We're not going to be
0-9.
winless. We're not going to
I know how many games I think we're going to win this year, and I've already got 2. And I've got to be careful where I pick my others.
The last one.
You've got to allocate correctly.
I have, and for that reason, I'm going to give us a loss here.
See,
If it was at home, I'd say win, but because it's away, I'm gonna put us down for a loss here.
I had my number of wins, and I had to figure out where they were. I had to allocate properly and figure out where they were.
So Wesley, you actually
know
have
what?
us 0-10.
0-9 right now.
Here comes the optimist Jeff.
9?
Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pick a
Oh,
win.
0-10. 0-10, yes.
I'm picking
0-10.
a win.
Do the Lord!
Oh, there it is. Where is it?
Zudalons!
All right. That's right. Yeah, the old Saints under Sean Payton or Dennis Allen or Pete Carmichael, they used to struggle in Carolina, but not Kellen Moore's Saints, baby. We are younger. We are better. These guys don't even know what it was like. They don't know. They weren't paying attention. We are coming into this game. Everybody's going to be healthy. Taysom's back. The offensive line, all the injuries from the earlier in the season, everybody's back. We're up for this game. It's a division game. We're going into Carolina, and we're going to win this game. Boom.
Has Drew come out of retirement?
I wish.
You know what though? You see all this. You see all this positivity, all because I got him to change his pick
That's it.
2 games ago for
Yep.
Tampa.
That's
Look
it.
at
You see what motivation does for somebody?
that. Yeah.
There you go. All right, now, coming off of this win, coming home against Atlanta. You know what? This is the first 2-game win streak I'm predicting.
Fuck Atlanta! We are winning this game.
Yeah.
I am just because it's the Falcons at home. It's a win.
There you go.
You guys make a good point. 0-11.
Wesley's the realist.
Jesus.
We go from on your screen from left to right, everyone. You've got most optimistic to least optimistic.
There's no way we're 0-11.
I'm actually pretty positive that we're going to be 0-11.
No chance. Come on. There's as bad as we may be. There's 0 chance we're gonna be 0-11. 0 chance.
Probably.
We'll accidentally win a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Giants Patriots, I really struggled to make both of them losses. I wanted that to be the win somewhere in there.
All right.
Clam chowder.
Jason, you got to win for this one?
Fucking right, I do.
There you go. All right. So, me, James, and Jason have a win for this game at home against Atlanta. All right. So then, Wesley heading to Miami. Will this be his first win of the year against the lowly Dolphins?
Yeah, I think this is going to be the first start of Quinn Ewers' career. Seems like a good time for Tua to be hurt. I also think that this is the team turning back to Spencer Rattler.
Jesus.
And this is Spencer Rattler at this time is going to be like 0-10 or 0-11 in his career before he got benched. And this will be the first win of Spencer Rattler's career. It'll be against the Dolphins.
Wow, wow. Okay.
wait.
Incidentally, that is a game you are attending, correct?
Yep. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to put so much thought into the record prediction. No, I'm no longer going to the game. We were going to spend Thanksgiving in Miami, but we're not doing that.
But you are picking the win.
I did 1-11.
Okay. Nice. First win.
Loss.
Of course.
Jason?
I'm torn here because I think Miami's going to be really, really bad, and I think their coach is going to get fired. But if
Just not by week 12.
I
Right,
mean, I don't
maybe?
probably not, but I don't know, man. I think it's going to go really, really bad for them. I got them in like every under bet. Problem is, if I pick a win here, that gets me to a number that I don't think we're going to get to. So loss. Fuck.
All right. I'm only going to pick a loss to cover.
Just so I can be the only one with a win. We just
No, James has a win.
That's
James-
perfect. Oh, James did too.
No.
No,
not
he
in
said
this
loss.
Oh,
game.
did
No,
he?
I'm the only one that said
You're
win.
the only win. Okay.
That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
Yeah. Well, all I'm doing is hedging that 2-game win streak. I got to balance that out a little bit. So of these 3, we might win 2. I couldn't give the win to Miami its allocation.
What I
or to
will
us
say
over
is
Miami.
this is our first game in that stadium since the Super Bowl.
Is it?
Oh
Yep.
fuck!
Wow, I didn't even
probably gonna
realize
win
that.
We're probably going to win that game.
Yep.
I think
it's
Miami's
our
going to be
first-
terrible.
It's not like any of those players were there except maybe Cam Jordan. Was he even there?
No.
No.
All right. You know what? Fuck it. Give me a win.
There he is. Oh, Wesley, sorry. You're screwed. Jason just
It
switched.
happened.
All right, next game is at Tampa. So this is the one, the second game, and just so you remember, Wesley, you picked us to lose to Tampa at home, and James,
I believe
Jason, and I all picked a win. Is that because
I have a loss here.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked us to lose at home, but this one's on the road, so I think that this one will be a loss.
You button hooked me. All right, James.
We're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
I agree. All right, next game's back home against Carolina. This is the second game against Carolina. I feel like I remember a teaser from Wesley.
Well, I was gonna actually at one point say that this would maybe be the game that's back to when Rattler, we go back to Rattler to end the year, but I think this will be an Andy Dalton game, and I think that the Saints will win this one. My prediction is going to be in the prediction, sure to go wrong about this game though later.
Oh, another tease. Wow.
But I do have it as a win.
All right. James?
Yeah, win. Panthers home, definite win.
Okay. Well, I was going to split the Panthers, so I'm going to have to give this a loss. I think people are hurt. We're back to being hurt. We're playing with some 2s and 3s. Jason? Carolina?
What game is?
Carolina.
So originally I did have this. This is the home game, right? Originally
Yeah.
I had this as a win, but because I picked a Miami win, I'm going to do a loss here. I think Carolina will finish above Atlanta in the division. So give me the Panthers. Ugh.
Ooh, that's bold. All right, next game is December 21st. This is I'm assuming this will be our Christmas game, if you will. We don't have a game after Christmas, so this is the last game before Christmas against the Jets at home. So
This is the return of Aaron Glenn.
It is.
That's the guy.
I am really torn with this one because I'm at a number that I wanted to get to in terms of wins.
You're already there.
I thought you were at a drunk scale number, but that's okay.
No, I'm at the number of wins I want to get to, but I just don't know what the Jets are going to be this year.
That's my concern.
I don't trust the Jets. Give me a win, baby.
There you
I'm
go.
eating that dub.
Yep.
Do you know what? It's Justin Fields is their starting quarterback this year, right?
That's
Yes.
why we're gonna lose. Hey, we can't tackle him.
Oh, so you're picking a loss then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to put us down for a loss
If-
for this one
if-
too.
This will be the first time Justin Fields has worked with like a coaching staff that's really trying to develop him and really cares and maybe kind of understands football a little bit. If they by this time in the year are getting anything out of him, the Jets have a really talented roster, and I think their defense is very, very good. So by this time, if you're just having Justin Fields not throw the ball to the other team and you're having him run and use Garrett Wilson, and I think that they'll be tough for us. And also they have Mason Taylor.
Should have been a Saint.
Yeah.
Yes, should be a Saint right now.
Should be a Saint right now.
So here, my problem though is I'm gonna pick a win.
Everything,
because-
but if you had to choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a win because I think the things are starting to come together for the Saints, and we're starting to look a little better. And also, we don't want the win, which for draft purposes, which is why we're gonna win, because it's just not gonna work out for us. So that's gonna put us at a 6-win for me, which means we're not in the top 10 draft picks, maybe. Or
We'll be in the top 10.
okay.
It'll just be like 8.
6 and 10 was picking 10th this year, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm
we
not
picked
done,
9th, and
but
we
I'm not
won
done.
5 games last
We
year.
still have 2 more games for me to pick.
We only won 5 games last year?
Yeah, we're 5
Wow.
and 12.
Yeah, see? So I got us at least 1 game better. I mean, it's Dennis Allen's not your coach. You're going to have at least a 1-game bump. So, all right, next game. So, yeah, I got us. So, Jason and me, we got a win on that one. Wesley and James, we got a loss against the Jets. Next game, December 28th, Christmas hangover game. Game before New Year's. This is at Tennessee. Last time we went to Tennessee, we lost.
If we
were
lost
there.
this game, this could be considered hitting rock bottom.
Yeah.
I've got us for a win in Tennessee. I think Cam Ward's gonna be a decent quarterback by this time, be figuring some things out. They have a terrible roster. They look really bad. But I will say that after this win, we will have been 3-2 in our last 5 games.
I see this for you.
So,
Trending.
So this is
We're
all
trending.
about getting momentum into 2026 for you, right?
but
That's
our
why he started at
but our
1-9.
record at this point will still be 3-13.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going with a loss here. I think Cam Ward's gonna. I think Tennessee's gonna surprise some people. They're gonna be frisky. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be a little frisky, so I'm gonna go with a loss.
I think this game is going to it's dictating draft order. This game, we need to lose it. When we get to this stage of the season, when we're at the record that I think we're going to be at, we can't be winning stupid games at this time of year to try and for not, if we could very much be picking in the top 3, we win this game and we drop to 5th.
Which means we're definitely going to win
don't-
this game.
I don't want that at all.
It's happening.
So-
It's happening, James. Come
So
on. get
I'm
ready for
willing
it.
it
It's
into
happening.
existence that I want us to lose this game.
There you go.
I'm not worried about that at all.
Well, you're still on the 3-win. James is at 4.
3-13.
Yeah, like I'm gonna pick this one as a loss, only to again hedge that Jets game. So we win one of those two. I gave that to the Jets because I got excited. Maybe I should switch it and do a loss to the Jets and a win against Tennessee.
We have a horribly front-loaded
But I'm
schedule
winning the
this
home
year,
game.
don't we?
Yeah, I'm winning the home game. All right, last game of the season.
Fuck Atlanta! Fuck Atlanta! Fuck Atlanta! Fuck Atlanta!
All right, so this one is January 4th for first game of 2026. We're playing against the Falcons. Discuss as I run to the little Saints room.
I hate the fact that I'm going to do this, but again, it's for the same for Tennessee. I've got us at 4 wins. We cannot
Wow.
win this game. We just shouldn't. We shouldn't win this game for draft position.
James, are you starting Jake Hayner in this game?
I'd start Hunter Deckers just for a laugh. He's on the practice squad, right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I hate picking us to lose to Atlanta, but we're losing this game. There's not going to be any reason for us to win the game. I mean, it's hard. Again, it's hard to say that to professional athletes. You know, hey, go out. We don't need to win. Just go out, or whether they bench all the veterans or do whatever. But yeah, we're not.
That's
we're
if
not
we haven't
winning.
traded them all.
Yeah, Atlanta's going to be in some situation at this point. When I don't think Michael Penix is going to be a good long-term NFL starter, but they're going to be in a situation at this point where they're trying to win and hope other people lose so they can make a wild card or something like that. They're going to be close enough to hoping for that 9-win range kind of thing.
Yeah, they're going to be around 500.
And they just have a better roster than us all the way around. And so the Saints will lose this game, be 3-14, and secure the number 1 overall draft pick.
So
And
Cleveland
we'll
gets 4 wins.
Immediately send a love letter to Arch Manning asking him to declare for the NFL draft.
If you think Arch Manning comes here, I don't do. There's no way in hell Archie allows that to happen.
Archie is not in charge of Arch Manning.
Okay.
Archie likes to talk a lot and act like that, and he made
I'm also
Eli
not
look like
necessarily
a dick.
sold on Arch. Like,
Oh,
he
I'm not
hasn't
either.
done
I'm just
anything yet.
I don't think that he's going to be coming out of this as the number 1 overall rated quarterback. I'm
Like,
just being funny because
Again, like I'd rather pick 3rd or 4th and grab Nuss.
I'd rather pick 1st and grab Nuss.
Yeah.
Well, I would make sure to get Nuss, but either way.
That'll be the Saints will have. Would that be the first time a team has drafted a father and son? Because didn't we draft his dad?
We drafted Archie, the grandfather. It's the grandfather clause, Jeff.
I'm talking about Nussmeier. Didn't we draft?
We did
Doug?
draft Doug Nussmeier.
Oh, we
yes.
did. Oh,
Yeah, we covered that earlier on last episode.
That was. I think Jason's forgotten what we talked about.
Well,
on
he
the last
forgets
episode.
a lot of what we talk about apparently. So.
I mean, it happens. I'm getting older.
So yeah, we drafted Doug Nussmeier in the '90s, and now we would, if we draft his son, or if it's Archie Arch,
both ways.
Generational.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
legacies. Yeah. I mean, I know teams have done that. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
So we've never drafted a Sellers or a Klubnik then, no? Okay.
It only seems like
Jason, we gonna win or lose against Atlanta?
No, I already said we're gonna lose.
All
I
right.
hate to say it, but we're
James?
gonna lose.
Lose.
All right. Yeah, I got a loss. So.
That's it.
Yeah. So
That's
Jason
it.
and James, Jason and me are both at 6 and 11. James, you're at 4 and 13, and Wesley is at 3 and 14.
Yep.
So all losing seasons this year, which is it's good. It's good to go. This is the positive thing. It's good to go in with this kind of an expectation. Therefore, any win is a surprise, and it's like, hey, look at that win.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, we didn't think last year we were going to start 2-0 with the most hot offense in football, did we? None of us.
No, we didn't. Good point.
It's also not going to happen this year either.
Right.
It's also not going to happen this year either.
Right. All right. So let's jump right into bold.
Well, hold on. Why don't we do a Dome Patrol checkpoint?
Oh, we could. All right. I don't have the queue pulled up, but you want to do a Dome Patrol checkpoint? Go ahead. What's your number? You got a number?
Yeah, I'm going to go with
7.4.
Hey, settle down. That's the over-under, hey? And I went under. I'm gonna go with a 3. This is mimosas are going down
Boy.
pretty nice.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, maybe a 1, 1.5. Getting there.
Wow.
I'm only on my second one, but there are big tumblers. So.
Jeff, you've been to the bathroom 3 times. Like,
Yeah,
how is,
Right?
That's why I
you
keep
definitely had
pissing
more
it
than
out. I keep.
What was that video of you pouring champagne and just like a drip of orange juice? I'm
Yeah,
beginning
I
to
don't know.
think
I just
that
hold my
was
liquor
AI.
better. I don't know.
That was AI.
AI.
We'll test that theory about you holding your liquor in October.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do it.
Drink with some real people.
Let's do it. Oh, I did. I did before. Sort of.
You did, yes, you did. I'm probably a 2. I've finished my White Claws. I do have some beer in the fridge. I'm gonna.
Your white
There you go.
paws. You
Oh,
should call them
so I
white
did
paws.
buy some of those the Respect Your Body blueberry lights. I got a few, so I'll have some for you and even a couple of the UK guys. I got a 4-pack that I got sitting aside, so I'll just I figure it's a limited run, so when I can grab them, I figured I may as well grab them. So
Yeah, I arrive Tuesday night. As long as they're cold by the time I get there, I'm fine with that.
oh yeah, I got a couple in the fridge already. We're good to go.
Jason, I don't know if Ben said this specifically for you, and if it's true, but he says he's in the
Yes.
kitchen cooking some fried fish. Looking forward to the journey
Ooh.
this season and going to have to
Ooh.
try to stay calm. So fried
Love
fish comment on Jason.
We
Love
also
it.
have a 4-13 and an 8-9 record prediction from the chat.
Oh, 4
Yeah,
and 13.
Dan's 8 and 9 is
What's that?
brave.
Look, I almost got to 7. I was so ready to pick us to beat my
Pina colada?
to beat Miami and to beat Carolina at home. That would have put us at 7. I couldn't get to 7, but I was very close to getting to 7.
I looked at it this morning and thought there's only 4 wins there, and I just had to be very selective. And one of them had to be Tampa Bay at home, so I had to really be selective about my other 3.
Saint City to me says we might have to tank the end of the season because if it looks there is an out and out. No,
If it looks like there is an
I
out and
am
out number
struggling
1
to read
QB.
this. It's written
You
in a
are.
different language. It's written in British English.
Are you sure you're just a 2?
Nah,
If it looks like he's saying if it looks like there's a clear number 1 overall quarterback that other teams would be tanking for and trying to trade up for, we need the
Then we
number 1
gotta do
overall pick
Ah.
because Cleveland or Dallas has multiple firsts that they could trade up to above us.
Okay, thank you for interpreting the foreign language. All right. Let's get into some bold predictions. Sure to go wrong. Do we have any music for this? Let's
No
see.
intro.
I
music?
mean,
Let's
we
see.
probably did
I got
something at some point.
I got something.
Wrong.
You did you just say wrong?
I did. You should have spliced that in there.
Well, you did it. All right. Okay. So
Fuck Atlanta.
Again, if you're new to this segment, if you're new to the Dome Patrol podcast, then we do this every year before the beginning of the year. We all come up with 5 or 6 very bold predictions that are sure to be wrong. So this is where the optimism really comes into focus, I hope.
Thankfully, we did the record predictions first.
Right. It just progressively gets better. We started negative. We're going to finish this episode very, very excited and positive about the season.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who wants to go first?
I can. I predict there will be no player with 1,000 yards rushing or receiving on the New Orleans Saints.
This is
I
supposed
was
to be
right about this last year, and I will be right about it again this year.
but you're supposed to be wrong.
Nope,
Right.
I'm going to be right.
So if no player will have 1,000 yards rushing
Rushing or receiving.
receiving. Oh, you were close, but Kamara was what 950 yards.
950.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
ground last
Yeah,
year.
950
You were
last
sweating that last game, weren't you?
What?
One game he got
Especially-
injured last year, saved your bacon.
It
on
was
that.
Especially after those first 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with my first one. The Saints will average less than 15 points per game this
Ooh,
season.
man.
Less than 15 points per game.
And hang on, there's an
Allowed
addition to
or
this,
scored,
and-
James?
Scored.
Okay.
Scored.
Oh.
And we will be shut out twice.
Oh my God.
So this is a combo then. This is a parlay.
Call it what you want.
And we'll be
That's my
shut out
first
twice.
bold
So,
prediction.
so
sure to
just
go
so you know,
wrong.
last year, the Cleveland Browns were last in the NFL at 15.2 points per game.
Yep.
No other
Yep.
team was under 16.
Yep. I think our offense will be that
That's rough, man.
challenging.
That's
this
rough.
year.
Wow. Okay, but you know what? With that said, I think Rashid Shaheed will lead the team in touchdowns with 13.
We'll lead
And
the team
that
with
leads into the
touchdowns.
problem of we're not going to be able to re-sign him next year because some team's going to throw like $25 million at him.
That's all right, Mason Tipton.
I don't think it's crazy at all to think that he leads the team in touchdowns or receiving yards.
Just not 1,000.
13's like twice as many as I think
Hey,
the leading guy might have. But no, I
I'm
like
trying to be bold. I'm trying to be
Like-
bold.
13 is my lucky number.
All
I
right,
like
so
it.
I'll go in the receiving touchdowns or receiving category, Jason. with
Fingers?
This one. So I gotta have Mason Tipton mentioned in my bold
Okay,
predictions because I
okay.
love
Yeah,
Mason
you do.
Tipton. He's my New Jersey acquisition if I get one.
Okay.
Averages 30 receiving yards per game and scores 5 touchdowns on the year. And just for reference, Kevin Austin and Bub Means last year were our 4th and 5th receivers as far as yards per game and touchdown, or yards per game. They had 16 and 18 respectively, and 1 touchdown between the two of them. So Mason Tipton is taking their place, and he's gonna get better, do better.
How many did Kawan Baker have his year?
Fuck
as
if
the
I
fifth
know. I didn't
receiver
look up
for the-
Kawan Baker.
Never.
Nobody cares about
sadly,
Kawan Baker.
Sorry,
Sorry,
my
Only
Mark.
one
cousin
guy
never
cares
played
about
a snap.
Kawan Baker.
Right.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, Mason Tipton, 30 yards per game receiving and 5 touchdowns on the year.
Okay.
I think that's a good bold prediction should it go wrong because it's probably going to be wrong, but he might be 28 yards per game and 4 touchdowns.
All right. I'll stick with our shitty offense. I'm going to go with Kendre Miller gets over 750 rushing yards this
Wow.
season.
Hey, that'd be great if he's healthy enough to do that.
Well, just because I think we're going to split. We're not going to
Yeah.
overload Kamara,
Agreed.
and they need Miller to show something. And like he may have one game where like he gets like 150 of that.
Yeah,
So
I don't
that'll
think you're
help.
getting close to that, but that's good.
You know,
It's a bold
well,
prediction should it
there'll be
go
one
wrong.
game like Kamara will have some kind of minor injury and he'll miss the game, and Miller will start and he'll get over 100, so that'll help.
All right.
I've got a Kendre Miller one as well that
Yeah.
I'll tack on to
If
the end of that,
anybody's got a
Jason, whilst we're
Kendre
talking
Miller, this
about
is your time to do it. Yep.
it. Yeah. So here it is. I think he will end up with more rushing yards than Alvin Kamara this year.
Ooh, that's spicy.
But there's a reason why I think that. It's because I think Alvin
Alvin-
Kamara might not be on the team towards the end of the year.
Well, you're giving two. You're just stick with one.
Wesley,
It's
do you
one
have a-
prediction at a time?
James, you
No,
do
no,
these
no, no,
parlays.
that's not
He's in
prediction.
parlay
no,
mode.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
Parlay,
a prediction.
parlay,
That wasn't a
took it
bold
off.
prediction. Sure to go wrong. That was just
Um,
me saying why I think Kendre Miller will have more than Alvin Kamara.
All right.
Last year, 30 NFL quarterbacks threw for 2,000 yards or more. The Saints will not have one this year. No Saints quarterback will throw for over 2,000 yards.
Wow.
I nearly
But
did that
That's
one.
gonna hurt my Mason Tipton prediction.
Well, no.
be
The
split
problem
between
is,
them.
the problem is we're splitting time here.
We're gonna.
Oh, okay. I see. So
part of it is
combined,
we're
One's gonna
bad.
get one's
So-
gonna get 1900, the other one's gonna get
I see.
1850.
It's the Voltron strategy. Combined, they're gonna get 2,000 yards. Okay.
Combined, I hope they have 2,000
Yeah.
yards.
All right. Well, I got a Kendre Miller one I had prepared, and Jason, you were close to undercutting it, but I think it's different enough. So keep in mind he had 181 combined rushing receiving yards last year. 181. So I think he's going to be better. So I went with 500 combined rushing receiving yards. So Jason, if your 750 rushing is met,
Yeah.
I'm met. I win. So it's win-win. But
So,
I went with
so
the
really,
combined.
how bold is that really?
Well, it's again,
Honestly.
it's close. I'm
Who throws a shoe?
This year, my strategy for bold predictions sure to go wrong is to really skate the edge. Like I think it's close enough to where we're gonna be close, but I think it's just a little.
You predicted 7 wins. You've got to have like lots of
I
scoring
predicted
and lots
6
of
wins,
moving the
good
ball
sir.
together.
6
Oh,
wins.
that's 6. Oh, you're way off. Oh, that's right. You did get talked into the 6.
And,
You kind
and
of got bullied
record
into the
predictions
6.
is different than bold predictions. My record prediction was optimistic. This is just out of reach.
Jeff, I believe what you're doing is being a pussy. I
No,
think that's what
it's
called.
not. What do you want? All right, you want me to go 600 rushing receiving yards at 750?
Hey, Jeff, before we complete this segment, do you need to go pee again?
Almost. I'm trying to hurry up to the segment. Well, I hope the next segment's intro music is longer. So, all right.
Well-
So I don't know. I think whatever. I'm just playing Price is Right with Jason. You know, he bids whatever. I bid $1, or I bid $1 less than him, or something.
Wow.
All right, next one, Wesley. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this one fast. I'm not gonna lead into it. It's just got to get it, rip the Band-Aid off. Brandon Cooks, Alvin Kamara, and Demario Davis will be traded before the November 4th trade deadline.
Cooks, Kamara, and DeMario traded before the deadline.
Yes.
I definitely think Cooks will, because I think
Mason Tipton's taking his job.
Well, I think we paid Cooks way too much money. I don't think he's got much left. Hopefully somebody thinks he wants him. I do think we'll trade DeMario because some contender is going to need that.
I just think him and Alvin deserve to go win somewhere.
They do, but I don't think Alvin wants to leave.
What do you trade him for? Picks?
Fifth rounder, fourth rounder, fifth
draft
rounder.
picks,
Picks.
hopefully.
Picks.
Yeah,
We need picks. We need picks so that Mickey can then package them and trade them away in the offseason.
Yep. Brandon Cooks, you're getting a 5th for DeMario. If he's playing well and looks like DeMario Davis, you might get a 3rd for him. Like if you could get something crazy like that. And Alvin's an older running back getting paid a lot of money. So,
but a contender who wants to.
If I get an extra 3rd, 4th, and 5th for those guys, I'm not mad at it.
Okay. Yeah, Saints fans are gonna. A lot of Saints fans are gonna be mad at it because they can't separate emotion attachments. But
they're gonna buy the new gold jersey in DeMario Davis.
That's
and
why
Alvin
I'm buying a
Kamara.
Mason Tipton gold jersey. You got to go with the younger players. You can get a Sanker.
Learning.
Sammy, shut up. All right, James, what's your 3rd?
Tyler Shuck starts more games than Spencer Rattler, but ends up with less yards, less touchdowns, and more interceptions.
Less wins,
less yards.
I kept
less
wins
touchdowns,
out of it.
more. So less touchdowns, less yards, and more interceptions.
Yes, but starts more games.
I could see all that
James,
happening. Yep.
Mike, what was that, Mike? I wonder what that comment was. That emoji's for.
Uh-oh.
I can't articulate it. All right. My 3rd one, I'll say I'm jumping over to the defense. Or no, you know what? James, you said quarterback. I'll go with my quarterback. Spencer Rattler is sacked less than 10 times. That is down from 22 sacks last year.
In
Wow.
week 1? In week 1?
He was sacked 22
so
times
what you're saying
last
is
year.
Rattler does not play against the Giants.
So
You're right. He definitely doesn't play.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
he only, what would he play, 5 games, and he was sacked 22 times? Carr was sacked 8 times all of last year, so I'm going to give him less than 10, saying our offensive line. That's one for our
Also,
offensive
Rattler's
line.
really worked at getting the ball out and not being sacked.
Yeah.
So I think I could see.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's actually that's pretty crazy.
Less than 10 sacks with Spaghettio Vermicelli Simpkins playing.
Okay. I do have one more offensive.
Okay.
Taysom Hill will have a 3-touchdown game this year.
Oh.
It's going to be
So-
November,
so-
December, but it's going to happen.
I'll tie in. I was gonna save this for my last one just to be positive, but mine is Taysom Hill has one more true Taysom game, and I think it's that second game against the Panthers. I think it's where that win comes from. Is Taysom just goes full on after basically not really touched the ball, and is he healthy and all this all year, and everybody being frustrated. Well, he's dressed and he touches the ball twice a game. I think he just blows it up in that game, and it's probably the last one. But I think,
You know, I look forward to seeing him in a Kellen Moore offensive system.
yeah, I
like
would love to see him healthy in a Kellen Moore offense.
Now, and look, it won't be until November, December, but I think he's going to have that game, and I think he'll come back next year, and we'll have certain Taysom plays. Kellen will design Taysom plays for him next year, so that's kind of where I think he sticks around.
My worry is that his fight back to being Taysom healthy is going to be so difficult and so draining that I really think that having that one last big game he's gonna be like, okay, I can walk off after that. Like I think he's gonna put so much into it.
It's gonna be a drop the mic.
But
game,
maybe I would
isn't it?
love for him to come back in 2026 for whatever we're doing with the different.
I mean, look, the guy went on like a multi-year Mormon mission. What the fuck is a ACL rehab? It's nothing.
Well,
He's
I think
good.
those
I mean, I
are
would
two
love-
very different experiences. But...
Yeah.
I mean,
I would
for
love
some
for
people,
him to be fit and back on the roster on October the 26th, but I just don't see it.
I also still want to be able to see him on the driving range, so that's why I'm hoping he sticks around.
So yeah, so but that's what I was saying. I was the same place, Jason. I was saying Taysom has one more Taysom game, and I put 3 touchdowns in parentheses. So me and you have like the same.
I love it. I love it.
And but I think that's how we win that second game against Carolina. It's just Taysom just says, I'm going to show y'all one more time I'm okay.
I love it.
All right. So we each have, that's 4 for Wesley, 3 for everybody else. So James, go ahead.
So I'm moving to defense now. Chase Young breakout season. 12 sacks.
Ooh.
So I just want to make sure his 7.5 is the max of his career.
Yep. Breakout
Well, look,
season.
That is
12
a
sacks.
breakout.
It is.
Yeah,
I almost
that-
went with a. I almost went with a Chase Young bold, and I would have done 15, but I went with somebody else.
All right.
Did you factor in at all that teams aren't going to have to throw against us in the second half of their games?
Yeah,
So-
he's going to get them all in the first
He's
half.
gonna get them all in the
Yeah,
first half.
first half.
Yeah, yeah, all in
And
the first half.
what role is he playing? So
Does he get to start behind the offensive line?
isn't he playing the role of disruptor? Okay, I got a sack one too. So just to make sure Jason doesn't steal mine, I'll say it first. Brzee and Granderson the Manderson combined for 20 sacks. And
That kind of steals
Because they're triple teaming. They're triple teaming Chase Young.
Chase Young,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Once Chase Young
Chase Young
gets
is
7
going
or
under.
8, like they're gonna start
Yeah.
keying in on him.
After he gets 12 sacks in the first 3 games, they just have
Yeah.
all the offensive
Wait,
linemen block
What
him.
if
100%.
James?
And what if you're both right?
Yeah. Saints top 2 offense in the league. No quote. So yeah, and just again for measurement, they were 7.5 and 5.5 respectively last year. So Brzee had 7.5 already, and Granderson had 5.5.
I did have Brzee going with 10 plus sacks, so that can be lumped in with Jeff's. That's okay.
That was yours, Brzee 10.
Yeah.
So you've
yeah.
given him 2.5 extra sacks. That's
Hey, he's pitching in equally with Granderson.
oh okay, yeah. They each combined for but
That's
but
seven
not
and a
as
half
much as Chase Young though, individually.
So just my 5th one was, so last year Brzee did lead the team with 7.5 sacks.
Mhm.
No Saints player will have more than 8 sacks again this year.
Oh wow!
But again, I think I'm factoring in. It's not that I don't think we have the talent or the ability to. I think we're gonna have a lot of blitzes, and there's gonna be some crazy stuff that Staley's doing as far as a couple of players that have 2 or 3 sacks. But also, teams aren't going to be throwing against us in the fourth quarter. I think the fourth quarter games, people are going to hand the ball to the running back 3 times and punt it and be like, okay, you guys can have it again.
That's why we load up on D tackle.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll flip, and I'll go with the Saints defense finishes top 3 in takeaways, and it has
Top
nothing to do
3
with
in
our
takeaways.
And takeaways, nothing to do with our cornerbacks. It's more to do with our safeties, our linebackers, and maybe causing some fumbles.
All right.
I don't know. I
Dude,
just
Jason,
think the
we're on
defense
the
is
same
going to surprise
wavelength
some people.
apparently on these, because I'll jump with mine in front of everybody because mine is also turnover related. And if yours is right, mine should be right because I've got the Saints are plus 10 on the turnover ratio.
Now, keep in mind, you
Plus
got to factor.
10.
You
10.
have to factor in all of our quarterbacks' interceptions.
Yeah,
That's where you're
yeah.
going to come in.
I know
strong.
that, but
Wow.
plus 10
Or right.
bold prediction, sure to go wrong, but yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
again,
We
to measure,
we might
last
need
year we were
67 takeaways.
last year we were minus 2, so that's a 12 turnover
Wow.
swing.
Wow.
I think that's the difference between Dennis Allen and Kellen Moore.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I kind of like
Okay.
that.
Okay, my last one, and this is, bear in mind, these are bold predictions sure to go wrong, right? So this one is
Well,
this
I just
one
predicted
is
a
out
plus
there.
10 ratio on turnovers.
No, this one is out there. Mickey Loomis
Dies.
leaves at the end of the year. I'm speaking it into existence. This is the last
Oh,
year
is
where
he
Mickey
heading to
Loomis
Denver?
is the GM of the Saints.
Is he going to Denver?
I don't care
like
where he
everyone
goes.
else?
This is the last year he is the GM of the Saints.
Dude,
He is gone
this-
after this year.
This would be worth every other thing that we've ever predicted. Ever. This would
Yeah,
be so.
I'm speaking it into existence.
I'm on board.
All right, Wesley, right before yours, I just want to catch up in chat. Saint City and me says the last bold prediction, Alante Taylor leads the team in sacks. So talk about your blitzes.
Whoa.
Ben Wright says, we got to have this one. Taysom Hill has more touchdowns than Kyle Pitts. Always say it.
Jason Tipton will, that's
Right.
for sure.
Well, especially after
year.
Taysom's three
Every
TD
Saints
game,
tight
that's all
end.
it's going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always got to have that
That's
one.
great.
All right, Wesley, what's your last one?
I gave him it.
Yeah, he's
my
already-
You sure
my
did.
last one was
Saints
the,
player will
the,
have
the
more
sacks.
than 8 sacks.
Okay.
All right. That's
Okay,
it.
I have I don't know.
Oh, you got
I got
bonus? You got a bonus?
I actually have a couple more.
Oh fuck! I said 5, but go ahead. Or 6.
Okay, that's right. I went nuts. I threw a bunch out here because I figured y'all would steal some. I'm gonna go with
And we did.
and I've got 2 special teams.
Okay.
Bold predictions. Number 1, Blake Grupe is the number 1 kicker in terms of points scored from kickers.
So the highest scoring kicker in the league.
The highest scoring kicker in the league is Blake Grupe.
How many 75-yard field goals is he going to make?
I mean, I'm not necessarily talking about fantasy. I'm not talking about fantasy, but he'll also lead fantasy.
Well, he would.
He'll do both.
So I mean, yeah, you got 3 plus 7.
Right. So then I'm going to go with the Saints are going to get at least 3 kick/punt returns this season.
For TDs.
Trey Palmer?
Yes, for returns for touchdowns, whether it's punt returns, kick returns, we're going to get a combination of 3 returns for touchdowns.
You know, Jason, I'm going to go ahead and improve your odds. I'm going to say 3 special teams touchdowns. Doesn't even matter. We could pick up a fumble.
Okay,
And
go for it.
Block a kick and run it in Steve Gleason style. Yeah.
Go for it.
Give you 3 special teams touchdowns. 'Cause
Yeah,
that ain't
I'm good with
happening.
that.
Jeff, just to stay with kind of the theme of one that I did last year, I'd wrote this down, but I wasn't sure if I was going to use it unless we had more than 5. But Stutzman, Riley, and Shuck all start week 18.
Ooh, so I actually had a bold prediction. I think we have 5 rookie starters in our final regular season game.
Yeah,
We're
well,
gonna have-
yeah,
we're
you
gonna
throw
have
Banks in there too.
Banks, Shook, Stutzman, Sanker, Riley. Those
Yeah,
are the
I
5.
like that. Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm thinking we do? I'm gonna take all these. We're gonna make an individual post for each one, and we're gonna put it out there and see how the fans react on socials.
Ooh,
Because
yeah, I
this
like
is-
that.
That sounds like
I
an
co-sign
admin
on
job
that
for
one,
you, Jeff.
Jason.
Jeff-
I like that. That takes mine. I'll say the same thing. That the five rookies,
The 5 rookies
and,
will
and
start,
those 5 start week 18.
start
like
yeah.
that.
Jeff, I like it. You can call it the call us tell us post.
Yeah,
Tell us.
tell me. I'll get Morris Bart on it too.
Call me, tell me.
Oh, that
Post.
was that
That was Deke.
Deke's,
It was fucking
that
Deke.
was Courtney's Deke
Oh, that was
impression.
Courtney's impersonation
Yeah.
of Deke. Call me, tell me.
That was awesome.
586-8670.
All right. Does anybody have any other bold predictions sure to go wrong?
No, I'm out.
I'm out too. Because James, thank you for understanding the assignment.
Did we have any sent in, Jeff?
Any what?
Any bold predictions sent in? You put out a tweet asking for people
yes,
to send
you
in
did
bold
send one
predictions.
from-
Is now a time to
Yes, you
to
had
do
one
those as
come
well?
in from Mike. Well, and I read chats already. So what's the early one that you got in from Mike? Hang on. Here it is.
I did tell you what it was, and
Yeah,
I
I
think
gotta
there was another
scroll
one
for
as
it.
well that was DM'd to us.
So you were asking him a question that you knew the answer
He
to,
did.
and you were just
And
seeing
he
if
didn't.
He's giving me the.
Kind of doing
He
the wife.
didn't.
You're kind of doing the wife thing.
Well, you know,
It's-
he's the host. He should be prepared.
No, that bold prediction does not make you look fat. Mike sent in that Vele will have the most touchdown receptions on the team this year. I'm gonna go. ahead and-
That would make the 4th round pick maybe okay.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
So,
It would
Jay,
make
so-
it well more than okay. The
I'm
problem is already
But
had,
what if the
already
number's
had GD
3?
doing that.
What if the number's only 3?
Well, that's not the receiver problem. That's a quarterback problem.
All right, I
you want me
put
to
that
read
one
out
under
the other
yours,
one, Jeff?
James. I put that one under yours, but
Yeah.
care of Mike Casey.
Care of Mike Casey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read out the other one
Yeah.
that we had as well? Okay.
Do
so
it.
this was from Dan, obviously the other host of the Saint City Me podcast. He said, "Would it be a bold prediction to say we go from bottom 5 defense against the run to top 5?"
Top 5D against the run.
Against the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
that
that
would
be
be-
a bold prediction? And I said it's pretty bold.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna guess
it's very
that would be
bold.
unprecedented.
It's bold.
I honestly think there's a chance because our defensive line and our linebackers, that's not a problem of the team. The problem of the team are the cornerbacks, and I even think our safeties are going to be good. I think we have one weakness in the defense. I think we're going to be able to stop the run this year. I was debating.
I don't know.
putting
The
Saints
bold
as like a
predictions
top
say that it looks
15
like we're stopping
overall
the
defense.
pass with all these sacks.
Yeah. I think we're going to be better against the run for sure. I think for sure we're going to be better against the run.
I think 100%. I think our defense is going to be pretty stout.
It's all about the
I-
linebackers.
Just remember the thing we had what was honestly just BS stat for years about how the Saints didn't allow a 100-yard rusher.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was a BS stat because we had Drew Brees who was scoring points, and so teams didn't run. We also had the least amount of attempted runs against us for years and years and years, and so it helped. But I wonder if this is going to be the opposite again, where I just think that in the second half of games, teams are going to be like, yeah, we don't have to like push it downfield. And again, now if we know that runs are coming, maybe we're doing good at stopping it. But I wonder if there's going to be a lot of running against us in fourth quarters of games.
They're going to try. See if they can do it.
If Stutzman gets in there after the trade deadline, that's going to shut everything down.
Last year, I think this is last year. Yeah. If this is right, I just Googled it, so I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing, but it does show like Saints versus each team last year. Like,
Google information sure to go wrong.
Yeah. So like we had played Green Bay December 23rd. They had 188. I don't know if this is rush yards or total yards, but like if it is, 188 rush yards is a lot.
That was also like the worst game the Saints
Vegas,
played all year. Didn't we lose like 38-0?
Yeah, but Vegas 156 rush yards, Washington 137, the Giants 112, the Rams 156.
We weren't good. We weren't good
Well, I know.
last year. What point are you trying? What are you looking up? What are you trying to make?
Well, I'm not sure.
Okay.
What I'm trying to gauge is like what's normal.
In these days, I don't know,
Because,
like probably like
to
105,
Yeah,
115 yards a game, maybe on average.
because right.
I mean, I don't
To
know.
Wesley's point, if we let up
the-
the fewest because Drew was passing, we don't know normal.
Last year-
is what we got last year normal? Sorry, that's
Last year, the Ravens led the NFL with 187 rushing yards a game. There was only 3 teams above 150.
Yeah.
So, like, the rest of the NFL was all averaging under 150 yards rushing per game. Outside of the Commanders, Eagles, and Ravens. 3 teams that have running quarterbacks that add to those totals.
Right, that actually like nobody rushes a lot anymore.
So the league
Kind of
median
middle
Wesley.
115 1 to 120 would be around average.
Okay,
The
115,
Saints
120.
averaged 114.9 per game.
So that's our barometer. Like that's what we want to be under 115, 120 to be top 15 ish.
To be in the top half.
Top half performance wise.
There's
Okay.
five. The bottom 5 rushing offenses rushed for under 100 yards a game.
Okay. So at least we have a number in mind each week we can look at and see are we over or under the 115 mark. There you go. Stat tracker 2000. Stat man.
There were 7 defenses who allowed less than 100 yards a game rushing.
Oh,
So if you want to be top 5, you got to allow less than 100.
There you go.
Okay. So
Hmm.
That's
Are you saying there's
big jump in 1
15-yard
year.
difference between top 10 and top 15? 5 guys. Okay. 5 teams. I mean.
Just so everybody knows, the Saints were second to last at 141.4.
Say woo.
The Panthers were last. So the Saints second to last at 141. Last was 179.
Holy shnikes.
38 yards a game more.
Wow.
Yee. All right. So there's your bold predictions. Sure to go wrong. Real quick, just a quick check in. I don't remember if we checked in on last year. We're not going to check in on all of them. So we're not going to dig them up. But I'll just read a couple spot check style.
We did them at the end of last season.
Did we?
That's
Okay.
what we do. Yes, we recap them towards the end of the season because
I
our
don't
season was
remember if we
over
did or
anyway.
not.
I didn't think we did last year.
I don't
didn't
think we
know
actually recapped them last year.
I definitely thought we went back and revisited our
Oh,
early
really?
season predictions.
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Did we recheck to see if Taysom Hill made the All-Pro team?
Check the tape.
Did we see if Taysom Hill had 15 touchdowns? That was James's. All-Pro was
Wow.
Jason.
That was Optimist James.
Wesley, your Taysom Hill was 10 touchdowns, 115 touches, excluding throws. Although he probably threw it like 3 times. Oh, I remember. Okay, so Wesley, this one I did want to bring up. Wesley's love for Rico Payton. And I wanted to ask, first of all, like you had Rico Payton starting week 18 last year, along with Kool-Aid, Jacob Caboti, Spencer Rattler, and Charlie Smythe.
Uh-huh.
The question I have for you though is because you're on record being a big Rico Payton fan, or at least if you're not a fan,
It was not about Rico Payton. It was
No,
about
he
that I
was
didn't
definitely
think
on record.
Alontae
On
Taylor
record.
was good enough
Okay.
to be an. I thought Lattimore would get traded, and Alontae Taylor wasn't good enough to be an outside corner.
Okay.
It wasn't about Rico Payton.
I think you missed the context.
So
on
then
that
my
one, Jeff.
question about Rico Payton getting scooped up by the Giants off the waiver wire, you're not upset about that then?
I don't know. What if him and Paulson Adebo are the best cornerback tandem in football because they have a great defensive line that sacks the quarterback?
Fuck. I doubt it, but yeah. That would suck.
That's going to be really terrible if like in 2026, the Giants have the number 1 defense in football anchored by Rico Payton and Paulson Adebo as their starting outside corners.
Well, I wouldn't. They'll be starting, but they're
ball all
not
over
anchored
again.
by those guys, right?
But no, it wasn't about Rico Payton. It was about
What the fuck is
Lattimore
a
was going to
golem?
get traded, and I didn't think Alontae Taylor was good enough to be an outside corner.
Yep. James, you said Derek Carr was going to have a minimum of 70% completions and 4,000 yards. How'd that turn out after week 3?
The
I
percent
think he had
completion might have been
2,150 yards.
Ooh, close, but not that.
Yeah, but he was injured quite a lot of the season. Don't forget, but his completion percentage must have been up there though.
Yeah, but the thing is, James, is you don't get to use that because he was injured by himself.
No, true. Yeah. No,
He just decided to dive on the ground and be hurt.
Self-inflicted.
I mean, if we extrapolate his numbers over a full 17-game season, I'm sure it would have hit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jason,
Especially if you just take the first 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Jason had A.T. Perry with 50 catches and Adebo with
Whoops.
7 interceptions.
Hey,
Okay,
A.T.
well.
Perry, I think, got cut by the Broncos, didn't he? Is he back out there? Or is he
I think
being-
they're signed for the 49ers on.
they need
waivers.
Dodge that bullet.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
What
so
else,
yeah,
man?
those were
Trying to
some
be
from
bold.
those were just some from last year. The Chase Young.
Wait,
okay,
where's some of yours, Jeff? I
You had
noticed you didn't read back any of your predictions.
I had Saints would lead the team in sacks. I love
The team is-
I always
the
gotta have a
Saints would
sack.
lead the team in
Saints would
Or
lead
sacks.
the
Saints
team
would,
in
sorry,
sacks.
Saints would lead the NFL in sacks. That might be a 2. All right.
A 2?
Don't patrol
Fuck.
checkpoint.
Times 3.
I had Lattimore plays 17 games. I
He
was
didn't say
wrong
for who.
because he wasn't on the team by the end of the season.
But he also didn't play 17 games last year.
That's what
No,
I'm
he
saying.
did
Like,
not.
it's-
He did not.
He
He
was
was
sure
hurt
to
a
go
lot.
wrong. Saints average 25 points per game. We sweep the NFC South, and that we would send a minimum of 3 players to the Pro Bowl. Yeah,
Well,
James
no,
had
sir,
Cam
you were dead
Jordan
wrong.
leading the team in sacks. Taysom Hill
Oh,
with 15
God.
touchdowns. The one about Derek Carr. Saints win the division and a playoff game. And Kamara with 1,000 rushing yards. Oh, 50 yards off.
Close.
Yep.
Close.
Yeah, Wesley, you had no running back without. You said that one earlier. No Saints player would have 1,000 rushing or receiving. Starting week 18, Trevor Penning. Starting week 18, he did that one. Taysom Hill, 10 TDs, 115 touchdowns. And then this is the one I wanted to read. Chase Young will have over 13 and a half sacks. So you just ridiculed James for his 13 sack bold
I
prediction.
learned from my mistakes.
But wait, you had a qualifier. Okay, wait. Chase Young will have over 13 and a half sacks, but under 15. 6th most in Saints history. Okay, so you had him at 13 and a half to 15. Like, where you wouldn't go over. Why you
It
wouldn't?
could have been 14 and a half.
Right. Yeah. So anyway,
Just to be clear, he did not finish on the top 6 in Saints history.
yeah,
He did not.
yeah, he did. Not.
And by the way, the
This year,
Saints were
though.
19th in the NFL last year, or tied for 18th, 39 sacks.
Yeah. Oof. All right. You know, I kind of like reviewing them at the end of the season and then reviewing them again next year. So I think that there's nothing wrong. At the end of this year, we'll review the 25 bowl predictions, see what went right or wrong. And then when we do bowl predictions for 26, I like a little quick, fast revisit of the other ones because of the fact that like the whole Chase Young thing was funny.
I'll throw out another stupid one right now. Based on a quarter and a half of football, Arch Manning will not be coming out into the draft next year. He will stay at Texas for 2 years.
I mean, I'm not watching the game, but I'm following comments on Twitter. It doesn't sound very good.
It's not great.
Oops, wrong button.
And that
Maybe
was
it
the whole
works.
thing with all the Saints fans wanting Arch Manning next year. He hasn't done it in college yet.
He's also not coming. Like, he's not coming out this year. He's just not. And he'd be like, he's gonna make. He's making like $6.8 million this year. He's gonna make the same, if not more, next year. He doesn't have to come out. He won't come out, and he shouldn't come out. So forget
We've
about
talked
it.
about here for multiple layers to make my life better. I would love for Nussmeier to take LSU to a title, and then I mean he's LSU fan his entire life. Had multiple times he should have left or could have left. Definitely should have left. Probably stayed to win a national title here, and then be drafted by the Saints where his dad is working would just be just a great story.
All right, how do I get back to 3 wins? I got to find a way to get back to 3
right.
wins so we can take Nuss. Yeah. That's it. Need a quarterback next year. That's what we need.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess what is our? All right. So we're gonna have
Pick'ems now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pick'ems. I'll wait until he.
No, go ahead. He's fine.
No. I'll make
Fuck
sure
him.
he's ready.
Fuck Jeff.
What?
I said 3.
All right. So we have a decision to make. We can either go into pick'ems,
Pick'ems.
or we can go
Yes.
into preview.
I have 24 more minutes.
All right, let's do
Well,
pick'ems.
let's do pick'ems.
All right.
It's all about the king, you fall like the rest. Your failure is my success. It's all about control. We make it. I will deliver the pain, you can't take it. I'm in control.
See, that was back when WWE intros were awesome. All right.
Were they ever awesome? I don't think so.
I think they were. There's some
Oh,
really-
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you
DX.
said WWE. Sorry, I had WWL in my head, and they
Oh.
were never. But yes, that
That's
was
very
back when
different.
WWE
It's very
intros.
different.
I still call them WWF intros. That's
Yeah.
when they were better.
There's a slight difference between the two
Yeah.
there, Jason. Just a slight one.
Look, I might be a 4 right now. I don't
Hey,
know.
all
Right?
right. Okay, so then, let's do this with pick'ems real quick. Before we get into it, I'm gonna tell everybody who plays, and if you listen to the show, we're gonna make our picks. This is how pick'ems works. We make our picks. Jason's got 5 games. We're picking against the spread. If you want to play, the way we're gonna each week of the season, we're gonna publish a special pick'ems episode, usually on Fridays, if not sooner. You're then going to when that episode goes live, we'll have posts made on our Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram, and Facebook with a link
Blue
to
Sky.
a form, and you will click on that link and you just click the little answer each question, right? 5 teams. Sometimes there's 6, but 5 usually. You'll pick which teams you want. That'll be the tracker for it, and then we'll update each week as it goes along. So this is different for those of you who have played in the past. You used to just tweet in your picks. Now there's going to be a form. So I know there's probably going to be people who tweet in their picks because that's just how people are. If you tweet them in, I'll just reply. I'll still record them as fine, whatever, but I'll still reply to you and shame you for not following protocol, and just follow protocol the following week. Like, we're not going to be assholes about it, but we will be.
How are people sending in their
We'll
picks?
treat you like one of us. What?
They are clicking a Google form that is going to be
Okay.
put
It's
out.
not
on
a
Twitter.
Google form, but it's an Airtable, but same concept.
What are we
If you
talking
wanna
about?
get
I got
technical.
everything
If you
written
wanna
down
get
on
technical.
paper.
Yeah, Jason's
no.
got it on paper. Yeah,
Jason, get the games out. Come on, let's go.
yeah.
Okay, we are back. We will not be picking the Thursday night games because we do not pick Thursday night games, even though because of the nature of this being week 1 and recording early, we will have the show out early.
Let's go.
So we won't do Thursday, but we are going to do Friday. So the NFL recently has loved going to different countries, different days. There's so many games this year on random days. It actually kind of sucks for the good teams. They have to play all these wacky Saturday night, Christmas Day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday games. So I kind of like.
It's not like they're getting paid millions of dollars to do that, though. You know.
I mean, they are, but again, it affects your performance. Like, it kind of puts them in a hole. Now, granted, they're the best teams, and I kind of don't mind being a shitty Saints team and every game is on Sunday.
It's like, look, I agree. I get what you're saying, and I do agree for the most part. But I will say, if I'm gonna play devil's advocate, I am gonna say, like, some players might get jacked up for playing on a holiday. You know, like if we're playing on a Thanksgiving or a Christmas.
Are you talking
Day,
about the ones that they're snorting that candy cane?
Maybe, but I mean, if I was that close to a horse's, what is the,
All right.
the men in tights joke?
So anyway, all right. Sorry, we got off
So what's the
topic.
first game, Jason?
Our first game is the Friday night game in Brazil. If you recall, last year it was Green Bay and
Billy?
the Eagles, and the field was a soccer pitch, so it wasn't set for NFL, and Jordan Love hurt himself. So this year we have the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
Arresting me for
Heaven
what?
forbid.
I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Where's this game?
So it's in Brazil,
Okay.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, Brazil. So be
Same
careful.
stadium as last year.
Same stadium. And
Obrigado.
Patrick Mahomes runs around and injures his knee. Oh God, the words
Fala
coming in. But it's
português.
Kansas City Chiefs, and they're playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
San
It's funny 'cause
Diego.
I still wrote SD.
I don't know if you watched the preseason game. Who was the local announcer? What's his name that does the Pelicans games? What's his name?
Oh, Joe Myers.
Joe Myers.
Myers.
He's called them San Diego the entire game.
Of course, but you know what? But he should, as he should. It's the fucking San Diego Chargers. Fuck them for moving to LA.
Right.
So anyway,
let's go.
The Chargers are getting 3.5. The Chargers lost their starting offensive tackle.
I predicted 3, so yeah.
Do the Brazilian umpires know that the Chiefs are supposed to win?
I'm sure they
how
will.
does that translate in Portuguese?
Will Taylor Swift be in attendance?
I can guarantee that this new ball tracking stuff that they've got is going to give the Chiefs a first down when they shouldn't have it at some point in this game.
It's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
I think it's a
also
close
taking-
game,
I'm
so I'll
taking the
take the
Chiefs.
points.
I'm with Wesley. I think the Chiefs win, but not by 3.5.
Okay. Well, back to the state.
Actually, do you know?
The
you know what?
referees
The
have not
Chiefs-
been told to make sure the Chiefs covered, just that they win.
Yeah. The Chiefs have lost Rashee Rice as well now, haven't they, for the first few
They have,
games of
they
the
have.
season? Yeah, I'm going to take the points as well, actually. Change
Well,
my mind.
I really like Hampton that's for the Chargers, and if this is a bad field, more of a running game instead of a throwing game, I think that
So wait,
Yeah.
Wesley, you're taking the points?
I'm taking the
Y'all are,
points.
Oh,
y'all
so
are
you're
all
taking
taking the
Okay.
Chargers.
I'm sorry.
I'm the only one taking the Chiefs.
No, I'm taking the Chiefs.
You
I'm
are.
taking the Chiefs to cover. I think it's close, but
No.
Wow.
hold on.
So you
No,
think
Chargers.
it's close, but not, but they
Hold on,
win
hold
by
on,
4.
hold
Are we sure?
I'm sorry.
Are you
No,
sure
I'm
you
taking
know
the
what you're
Chargers. I
doing?
forget. You know how I do. You know how I do. No, I'm taking
I
the
had to scratch
Chargers.
it out. Like this is my second scratch out already.
I'm taking the.
We are not in mid-season form.
We are
No,
so
this is
not.
this is how the Saints' first game's gonna look too. Okay, so calm yourself. This is how.
at least they pick. At least they
What's the
picked
second game
quarterback.
we're doing,
This is
Jason?
how Pastoroni Simpkins is gonna be
The
blocking.
second game is in maybe the best division in football, the NFC North. We have the Detroit Lions coming off a great season last year, but they lost to the Commanders and they lost both their coordinators, so that's a big deal. And they go to Green Bay, who just picked up Micah Parsons. So now Green Bay was a borderline Super Bowl contender. Now they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. So everybody is probably going to be on Green Bay now because of Micah. This game is at Lambeau, and the Packers are favored by 2.5.
Again, I'll take the points in the Lions.
I
The
am.
Lions have had quite a few injuries this offseason, and I think Green Bay are going to be quite good this year, so I'll take the Packers.
Lost their offensive and defensive coordinator too.
They did. Yeah, I'm going to take Green Bay for that one.
So Wesley, you're taking Detroit.
I am taking Detroit and the points. Yes.
I think at the end of the season, Green Bay will have a better record, but I am picking Detroit this week because I think a lot of people are down on Detroit, and I think Dan Campbell's going to do some weird shit, and they're going to find a way to win this game. So give me the Lions.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Lions as well. I don't think Micah Parsons makes a difference in this game yet. It's too early. So
It's not like he's got to learn the playbook.
Have you ever watched him play before?
That's a
Jeff?
prediction sure to go wrong.
okay. He joined the team 3 days ago. you
It's
know?
not a playoff game. He plays great in non-playoff games.
He's going to wreck.
All
for the
right,
Packers.
our next game, another big game. I believe this is Sunday night. Baltimore Ravens coming off a strong season. They travel to Buffalo to be a Bills team. You know, a couple of big contenders. You know, Josh Allen is the current MVP. Lamar Jackson has won MVPs before. These are the two teams who somehow can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. This is a fantastic Week 1 game. It's in Buffalo, and the Bills are favored by 1.5.
Yeah, give me the Bills. Keon Coleman's gonna have a big game.
I'm going to take.
Go on, man. You go first.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Spoiler alert, I think Buffalo are coming out of the AFC into the Super Bowl this year, so give me the Bills.
4-way. Buffalo 4-way.
Wow.
Yeah, too close of a spread there to not pick Buffalo.
So who throws who through the table if there's 4 of us?
Ah, it depends who sets up the table.
Who lights it
I'm
on
bigger
fire?
than all of you, so I'm throwing all 3 of you through.
Well, then you're setting up. Well, then we're setting up the table.
No. James is laying on the table, and we're jumping on top of him. All
I'm
right.
gonna opt out of that one.
The Saints do play there in Week 4, but of course none of us are going. All right. So our next game, all right, so this was the toss-up game, a few games to choose from, but I decided to choose a game in the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers, who come to the Superdome in week 2, travel to Seattle, who, won a decent amount of games last year, but swapped out their quarterback. They went to Sam Darnold, so now we'll find out whether Darnold has resurrected himself or was he a function of Kevin O'Connell over in Minnesota. So this game's in Seattle. And this is kind of shocking. The Seahawks are getting 2.5 at home.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Seahawks.
you think they're being clearly, Wesley? You think the Seahawks are going to be better than people think they are?
I also don't think Brock Purdy is the quarterback that he is, and without all the wide receivers and without the Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, and he is a good quarterback when Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel are all healthy.
When he has weapons.
With Kittle.
Do you think
you have
Seattle
all
wins this
four of
game?
them? They made Brock Purdy a really viable quarterback.
So Jeff, I'll tell
Brandon
you
Ayuk
this.
is hurt. Deebo Samuel's gone.
Do you think Seattle wins this game?
I actually think Seattle wins the division.
Yeah, I think Seattle wins this game outright. I think that Seattle screwed up last year with Geno Smith was throwing more attempts per game than anybody in the NFL, and they have Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker, great running backs that they did not lean into. I think with Darnold this year, they'll lean more into the running game. They'll control the game. I think they're going to be dangerous.
I think they're going to have a top 5 defense in the league.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, I think Seattle are going. I like you, Jason. I think Seattle might end up winning that. The Rams, maybe it's going to be between those two for winning the division.
Here's the weird thing: that the Seahawks currently right now have the worst odds to win the division. It's like plus 500. So I'm like, none of these teams are indistinguishable from one another. Especially like if Stafford has a back injury, like that's going to linger.
If Stafford is hurt, I think the Seahawks take over this division.
Yeah.
You know, like the 49ers lost a bunch of dudes, and when McCaffrey goes down, then you and so you telling me the Cardinals? Like, I'm like, Seattle's right there. They have a good coach, a good defense. It's all on Sam Darnold. Is Sam Darnold for real, or was last year just a crazy anomaly?
Yeah.
So everybody's taking Seattle.
I'm taking.
I guess
Seattle,
you are too,
yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
You. I mean, y'all convince me if I don't take him, I'm a fucking idiot based on what y'all are saying.
I mean, we don't have to convince you to that. You are.
You could still be a fucking idiot.
Hang on. Where is it? Where is it?
That definitely needs
It's
to
gonna
be
be
clipped.
way late.
Do you see what an idiot says?
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Where is it?
Yeah. I mean, home dog points. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So, and now, for the first time in 2025, our shitty game of the week.
I appreciate this time.
Oh, I missed it. I missed Adam. Good to have him back. All right. So, we are going to have a couple of ASC teams in this matchup. So I don't know what game you are. We're looking at. The problem is there were some matchups with a really shitty team and a good team. So I didn't avoid that.
I was wondering which way you were going to go with this.
Yeah.
I
have a prediction.
I just think I think these teams are going to be really bad. Now I already mentioned it earlier.
I assumed you were going to hate on the Dolphins.
Yes.
Yep.
I think
I'm going to hate on Jacksonville.
I think the Dolphins coach is shitty. I think he's going to be fired. I think Tyreek Hill is out. They're going to trade him. I just think whatever happened to Miami, I don't know what's going on. Didn't their linebackers coach got, but then like their linebacker, like something just happened again with one of their players.
Can I counter though? What if Danny Dimes is a real quarterback? The Colts have a team around him that. No, not going with
that. I just can't get there. Sorry,
I can't. And look, I'm all in on Tyler Warren. I got him on both my big fantasy teams this year. I'm in on Tyler Warren, and I like Jonathan Taylor, but their offensive line isn't what it was. And I think their coach, I don't know, the drafting of Anthony Richardson put him behind. But anyway, from what you can tell, this game is the Miami Dolphins at the Indianapolis Colts. I think these are going to be two bottom teams in the AFC all year. I think Miami especially is going to absolutely fucking collapse. I think Miami could end up picking in the top 3 in the draft next year. I really think it's going to be that bad for them. Good thing.
What the fuck they're doing.
It's a good thing that they just paid to $50 million a year, so good for Miami.
Yep.
But anyway, the Colts are at home and they're favored by 1.5 points. like I honestly don't know where to lean on this.
The Colts are this crazy team because they have a very good defense. As far as receivers, they got Josh Downs, Adonai Mitchell, and Michael Pittman Jr. and Tyler Warren now, and they've got Jonathan Taylor. And so if their quarterback just doesn't do stupid things and
just
doesn't give the ball to the other team,
if he isn't Anthony Richardson,
like they're a team that can win a bunch of ugly, low-scoring games and then every once in a while air it out to 4 really good receivers. But is Daniel Jones the next great reclamation project and the Sam Darnold, Geno Smith kind of? I mean,
I don't trust their coach enough, and at this point, I think Tua is healthy. So I am going to roll with Miami in week 1.
The Miami running game is crazy when Tua's healthy. It's
right, when Tua's healthy and A-Chain's there, like A-Chain's a monster when Tua plays. So for week 1, Tua's playing. I'm going to go with Miami. It's not going to fall apart yet.
Yeah, I think Miami early in the season, I'm going to have to take them.
I'm going to take them just for in this type of game. It's week 1. We don't know. I'm taking points. That's all I can do.
That's my kind of determining factors. I want to take Miami just because of the points. I'm going to take the Colts. I think that I've said a few times in the last few weeks that I think the Colts are going to do something this year that's going to shake some things up and not be as bad as I'll start in week 1.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely will not be shocked if the Colts win this game. This is
Yeah.
All right,
Like,
so
who knows, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's week 1. Nobody knows anything right now. Nobody's seen anything. Everything's all based on last year and all season. All right. Yep. So here are our games for week 1. You got the Chiefs at the Chargers from Brazil. A lot of coffee. And then back in America, we got the Lions. Oh, I'm sorry. The Chargers are getting 3.5. I forgot to mention that. And then we get back to America. The Lions at the Packers. Packers are favored by 2.5. The Ravens at the Bills. Bills are favored by 1.5. The 49ers at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a home dog, getting 2.5. And our shitty game, the Dolphins at the Colts. Colts favored by 1.5.
Tell them how to play.
You can play by following our Twitter account, and Jeff is going to post a link where you can click on your link. It'll take you right to a Google Doc where you can just plug in your picks because Jeff doesn't like following your picks and doing them that way because he's lazy, because we're old and we just don't like doing that anymore.
Why don't you fucking track them then?
I don't want to.
Okay, I'm the asshole.
Games. No, I'm just saying I have to pick
Is the answer to that question. Yeah.
I'm the asshole because I don't want to do the thing that none of you were doing that I've done for 15
I'll do
years.
it. He's an asshole. Yeah, I'll say it.
Yeah, it's okay. He's my cousin. I can call him that.
Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. No, we're going to try something fun and cool. And if it doesn't work, then we'll scratch it. You know?
Yeah.
And we'll go back to the old way. But I want to try this because the form will automatically populate your answers into the spreadsheet. It is more efficient, and it just makes it faster and easier to get the results out. And I think that's what the fans want. You don't want to wait till Thursday to see the results. You want Monday morning results.
But people can't go in and put the results in, put their predictions in twice or change them as the other
No,
weeks.
you can only submit the form once.
Once they click them, that's it. They click.
But have you time limited the form though, Jeff, so people can't submit after the game?
There is a time stamp on the form submission that I can see if you submitted it that day.
Perfect.
All of it. Yeah.
You know,
I like this.
Yeah,
I like this. I feel like I'm in an NFL rules proposition committee meeting. And James, I like the way James thinks. I'm voting with James every time.
This is mine and yours preseason show every year.
Yep.
What rules do we want to change?
That's it.
So
Yeah.
Right.
This came out y'all missed the owners meeting, and James and I decided this is what we're gonna do with Pick'ems this year.
Okay, fine, whatever. Do it.
So yeah, we'll do that. We'll have those options. We'll have the spreads with all the picks, so you'll know what you're picking
as well.
Yeah. And again, we'll try it week 1. If it's a clusterfuck, we'll just go back to the other way. And if you do message, and we're going to post on all the socials, so if you don't do it on Twitter and you do it on another social platform, then you'll get the link there too. Okay, that's Pick'ems. All right.
Yeah, but don't you have to do the official closing?
Oh, I do, because this is going to be published as a separate episode. So for those of you watching on the live stream.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do we?
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying.
Right?
I'm going to have to say
I want to make it an edit point. Who are we? Because this is a Pick'em show. Let's
that's right. All right, you know what?
We are live. We are live.
That's fine.
That's all right. That's all right.
They're watching
there's
the
like
live
3 people watching this live.
I know.
I'll do it live.
See, nobody gives a fuck.
Thank you.
I'll do it live.
Yeah. I need a city. Oh wait, no, Pickham's
No,
is
no,
not a
no.
city. Pickham's is a job.
Like I said, shrimp boat captains.
Shrimp boat captains. Okay.
Start with that.
All right. That's all the show we have for you right now. We're going to thank our loyal listeners for downloading each week and for making the Dome Patrol podcast the #1 Saints podcast among shrimp boat captains. Follow us on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Message us there for an invitation to the Dome Patrol podcast Discord server if you want to participate in game day live chats. Don't forget, also subscribe on your podcast app. Give each episode a 5-star rating. Set up auto download so you can listen to the Dome Patrol podcast anytime, anywhere. Say bye-bye, donkeys.
Bye-bye, non-Pick'ems donkeys. We're back, baby.
All right, so that was
Is
the
shrimp
Pick'em
boat a
closing.
compound word or is it 2 words?
I don't know. I'm going to say 2. All right,
Is
so
it-
if
maybe
you're watching on the
hyphenated?
live stream, we're not done. That was just an outro for the show that's going to go on
Yeah.
the podcast
Okay, let's
feed.
game preview.
Game preview. All right. So, I got to do an intro for this. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
right?
All right, hold up.
What's up, Houdat Nation, and welcome to the Dome Patrol podcast.
Hey, what's up, Houdat Nation? Thanks for joining us on the Dome Patrol podcast. This is the official Saints podcast of the Fans First Sports Network. It is, I don't know when this is publishing, so I don't know how many days until James does NOLA, but I'm your host, Jeff. And this episode is Saints Preview, where we are going to preview the upcoming game between the Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. With us today, we have everybody, Jason, James, Wesley. How are y'all doing on this episode?
Well, you're
Great.
doing great.
All right, you
Good.
ready? Ready for the
I'm
season
ready
to
for
start?
week 1. I'm
And,
so ready for Saints real football to be back.
And boy, wasn't that preseason spectacular episode we recorded days ago really awesome?
Yeah, I feel like we should do a checkpoint just to see where we're recovering from.
For those of you who were there, yes, of course, we're recording this at the same time. All right, put your seatbelts on, keep your hands and legs inside your earbuds at all times, and enjoy the show. We do have the Saints Cardinals game. This is that preview. I have a little bit of a format I want to try this year with Saints preview, if we could, and it's pretty much 3 questions for each person, and then you can kind of take it from wherever after that. But the 3 questions are going to be, and I want you to answer all of them. What are you most confident about coming into this game? What are you most scared of coming into this game? And then what's it going to take to win? So whether you think we're going to win or not, it's more what is it going to take to win? Even
And
if
are we all
even
going
if
to
that's
answer
not
the
possible.
same 3 questions?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can
Okay.
discuss as a group, right? It doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, A,
Okay.
B, C, but
I've
you
got
can
quick
discuss as
answer
a
to
group.
all
So the
3.
first question is, what are you most confident about coming into this game?
The Saints are going to lose.
That is not where I
I'm
thought
at-
you were going to take
I,
this.
I was kind of right there.
I might have should have maybe put a little more parameters around that.
I am confident about. No,
Talk
hold
about
on.
your
I'm
all-time
confident
backfires.
I'm confident about the front 7, and I'm confident about the fan energy for week 1. That's what I'm confident about.
All right. Charlie on chat says most confident about Spencer Rattler.
Ew.
And then a duck emoji? Snake.
Eh?
Oh, it's a snake. It's a rat. Okay.
It's a snake, not a duck.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you should see my screen.
Ride the snake.
Yeah. Okay. So the confidence right now is not necessarily, I was thinking more like confident on the field, but
I am not
But
confident.
I
in the
understand what
offense
you're
at all.
going for, but we're not confident.
fuck.
No.
Well,
Like
I
I
like
said,
Charlie's
I-
answer
I-
better. Thank you, Charlie.
No, look, I think our defense up front is going to play really well. And honestly, you know what I'm confident about? I'm confident that
Everything,
Kyler
but if
Murray
you had to choose?
No, I'm confident that Kyler Murray has never done shit in his whole career. He really hasn't. Everybody's like, oh, Kyler Murray, yeah. Everybody looks at fantasy because he can
He
run
had
the
a good
ball.
rookie year.
The motherfucker hasn't done shit. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a shit rookie year. Yeah, look, he's got all the talent in the world. He ain't his fucking dad. So to me, a lot of people are looking at this game mostly because everybody thinks the Saints suck, but I also think, what have the Cardinals ever fucking done to tell you that they're anything? I don't think the Cardinals are any good at all. James Conner, I like him. He's very solid. He is very steady. But, like, I don't trust Kyler Murray to do anything. So I think we will be able to stay with them. I think our defense will keep them in check. The problem is going to be, maybe this is where I'm scared, can we score enough points? That's going to be a problem in every game this year. But I think our defense is going to keep us in the game. And honestly, if you listen to our preseason spectacular, I picked us to win this game. We're winning this fucking game.
Yeah, so I think the Cardinals are actually going to surprise. Well, I don't know about people, but Jason this year. The if Kyler Murray has any injuries, they have Jacoby Brissett there, which can kind of keep it together for them. But them having James Conner and Trey Benson both in the backfield, and then having Marvin Harrison Jr., Zay Jones, Greg Dortch, along with Michael Wilson, and then Trey McBride, who had 1 million receptions in his rookie year, is really good. But where I think the Cardinals' strength is they're on their defense. So they had a good, decent, some signings, some defensive players last year, but they didn't really play well together. But they added Josh Sweat, who had his best years of his career under Jonathan Gannon when Jonathan Gannon was with the Eagles. Jonathan Gannon is now the head coach of the Cardinals. They signed maybe the best nose tackle in football, Dalvin Tomlinson. And then they traded last year for Baron Browning, and they were able to re-sign him in the offseason. They didn't lose him. So I think their defensive front is really good. And that can be a problem for a team like ours that's said that we want to focus on running the ball and then does have a young quarterback. So I think this game can get kind of out of hand with their defensive front pressure and the athletic offensive players that they have.
All right.
I'm just going to go with what I said. I'm just confident that we're going to lose. Every other point that's been made there is
I don't know
why.
this, James. This is the first time. This is the first James I've ever. Are you picking the Saints when we do? I'm curious to see what James does in the score predictions, because you've got a brand identity to protect.
No, that went last year. That went last year.
Okay.
Oh no.
Relax.
That
Gary.
went last
Yeah.
year.
I did ask.
No, it's going to be great. He put it into hibernation. In like 2 years, it's going to come back.
Well, of
It's gonna be
course.
glorious.
Oh, it's going to come roaring back
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
going to be great. It's going to be
As
great.
is, of course, the tradition.
So I asked ChatGPT what I should be confident about with this upcoming game, and it did say that Kenneth Moore's offense leans on multiple options. That's right. It said Kenneth
Who's Kenneth?
Moore's
Oh, no.
offense. Yeah, so ChatGPT got a little work to do.
That's why you can never trust
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara is expected to be the focal point. I mean, I don't know. It's not really convincing a whole lot on what's on the field. It did say, though, the opener's not guaranteed to win, but as a fan, you can walk into the Dome confident that your team is going to lose. No, I'm kidding. That's James. It says that your team has direction, tools, and my favorite part, a head coach and Kenneth Moore, who is not second-guessing key decisions, which is very different than what we had last year, was a head coach who third-guessed and fourth-guessed key decisions. So I
Good
think
old AI.
there's some confidence for you. All right, what are you most scared of? What are you most concerned about with this game?
The Arizona
prices.
Cardinals.
Beer prices.
James, this is
That's
the
what I'm scared
podcast. I need
about.
more than that.
No, I'm scared about, do I want to buy a beer in this game?
Oh!
Because I'm scared about, do I really want to pay $18 for a beer? I don't know.
I see what you did there.
I
Thought it
kind
was
of don't
16.
think so.
Thought it was 16.
I mean, you never know. They raised the beer prices. You're not even looking. Holy shit, I thought this was 16. Yeah, no, it's 18 now. Well, that's what Gail said.
That is
who knows?
that. I tell you what, that's something to be scared of, especially if you tailgate.
So, actually, what I'm kind of scared of, so because of this factor, like, I'm going to the tailgate pregame, and I'm going to make a drink for the road, and I'm going to go to the game, and then I'm going to pay to get the food and the drinks at the tailgate. I'm going to drink a lot at the tailgate. I just hope I can walk into the stadium. That's kind of what I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm going to make it to my seat, but I think I will, because you know what? I think we're going to win this game. So there will be a little bit of that optimism in me, but I'm a little bit scared of how much I'm going to drink, especially because it's going to be hot.
I have to go, but I'm scared of Arizona's front seven.
I was going to say that
pressure
the
they're
front
going
is
to have
120 degrees.
because I think once they shut down the run and we become a one-dimensional team with a young quarterback, that's tough. I am having to log off. James has my score prediction for.
I
the
do
Okay,
have
good.
score prediction.
All
I
right.
do. Yes.
All right, see you guys.
All right, thanks, Wes.
All right.
Bye.
See you later, man. Enjoy Phil.
Yep.
Well, that's going to do a number
Enjoy
on the,
Jaws.
live stream
I hope you got a bigger boat.
Now I got to check the live stream layout. Yep, it sure did what I thought it was going to do.
That's all right. I was going to say, I thought we'd just leave an open window. Maybe we can get like Adam to come back and
can just
give
switch
us
to
some
this.
picks. Or just do that. Whatever.
So
All right.
I am going to give you more. I am going to give you more on Arizona. By the way, not just saying I'm scared of the Arizona Cardinals, because I'm not scared of the Arizona Cardinals, but I just don't think that
He's
this
just as scared.
offense. I just don't think that this offense, Jason. I think we're drinking out the same cup here. That's quite freaky. Look at that.
Yes, we are. Fucking
Yeah,
right,
look at that.
doggy.
Wow, look at
Sorry,
this.
drinking out of the same
I
cup.
didn't get to
Not
know.
literally the same cup, but the
Like-
same type of cup.
No, it's awesome. We're drinking out of the same cup, but in time zones 6 hours away in different
Yes,
continents.
thousands of miles away.
Thousands of miles away.
Unplanned.
Very unplanned. Yeah. So
James is literally pouring his drink in, and 6 hours later, it gets into my mouth.
Oh my God!
That's
Clip
really
that.
dodgy.
12:25.
Did I mention I
That's going to be
might
all
be
over
a
the
si-
gram.
I might be a 6, but you know what?
You
That's
might be.
good. That's good. You know what I'm not scared of? The gram.
Yeah, no, I know. So yeah, I just don't think this offense is going to be good this year. And Wesley said it before, their defense, their front seven is the strength of their defense. And I just think that I just don't see how we're going to score touchdowns on them this early in the season. That's why I'm scared.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have 2 kick return touchdowns for scores in this game.
Well, as
This is
long as
how I
it
get to
keeps it
my
under
3.
15, then my bold prediction sure to go wrong is still in play in week 1.
Yes, yeah, that won't affect your actual offensive scoring. And look, that's how we win this game. We are going to get a kick return from Billis Jones or a punt return from somebody. It's happening.
Yeah.
We tend to do that against the Cardinals. We did it. Reggie did it in the playoff game.
Didn't he do 2 in the playoff game?
I know he had his first touchdown. I know he had at least the one. Maybe we did one in a regular season against them. But he
definitely scored 2 touchdowns in that playoff
yeah,
game.
yeah.
anyway.
Like he had the crazy run where he did the shift, and then he had the
Yeah.
punt return. But I
Well,
feel
he
like
did the
it was.
shift.
I said the shift. It sounded like
Okay.
shit.
It sounded like shit. Yeah.
I mean,
He's
no,
gonna
audio might sound
shit
like shit.
when he sees the shit.
When he
It's
finds
shit.
out it's shifting, perhaps you underestimate the shiftiness, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but yeah, I think we do something weird. I don't know. I just feel like we win this game. I know they're technically probably a better team, and we're not good. I just feel like we win week 1 for Kellen.
Yeah.
I feel like we find a way.
Fair enough.
I hope you're
Fair
right.
game.
Are you any concern about health, about injuries?
Not yet. I don't think Penning plays, so we're gonna have a replacement guard. But I think we're gonna have everybody else on the offensive line. So that
Interesting though, Alontae Taylor and Justin Blackman haven't practiced the back end of this week. I know we've got a week until the game from when we're recording now, but
I don't mind Blackman because we're gonna play Sanker.
Whoa.
But Taylor is kind
Wow.
of Taylor kind of worries me. Like our cornerbacks are that is
Yeah.
the biggest whole question mark.
Well, Kool-Aid's young and right. I mean, he's young and unproven. I don't say unproven. He played last year, right? So
No, yeah, but he's really not improving. Like Raleigh's gonna get thrown to the fire this week.
didn't Kool-Aid struggle against was it Courtland
Cortland
Sutton?
Yeah, he did. And yeah, and look,
another thing that we haven't discussed actually is and shout out to Charlie in the YouTube chat for pointing this out is Kyler Murray is a running quarterback.
Yeah.
And we do not play well against those.
Right.
in the past under our previous defensive
Also
coordinator.
in San Diego, or not San Diego. What the fuck? Now I'm doing it. Joel Myers, fuck you. Against the Chargers
you
in the
can say
preseason
San Diego,
game.
it's fine.
Well, I know, but in the Chargers preseason game, but also it wasn't necessarily our starting defense.
No, but again, look, this is a whole another defensive system. This isn't Dennis Allen's system. He struggled against running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We don't know what Brandon
But
Staley is
this
going to do.
system struggled against a running quarterback. Again,
So-
in the Chargers preseason game, granted it was the twos against the twos, so
Well, I do feel kind of better about Trey because one of their big weapons is Trey McBride. I do feel better about having our linebackers and safeties on Trey McBride because I like those parts of our team. So I think we can be okay against McBride, but their receivers on our cornerbacks, that is the one thing that I'm scared of. I don't know, man. Like, I always go back to, like, I know it's weird. I'm like, it's the fucking Cardinals.
yeah.
Like,
All right.
When have
So-
the Cardinals ever done anything of consequence since Kurt Warner
I
left?
know. Well, but the Cardinals, do they usually start strong and fade out in the
They
year?
usually suck every year. But
They
not-
usually
haven't
start
been good.
okay and then they fade away. But like,
Do they?
yeah,
You sure about
Chargers
that?
are like that too.
2 years ago, didn't they start 6-0 or 7-0 or something
right?
like
Like
that?
they always seem to start hot, and everybody's all like, "Oh, this is the Cardinals here," and then they dissipate, and that's you can set your watch to. So I'm gonna jump to like, what's it gonna take to win? because, and maybe even, I don't want to necessarily influence anything anybody says, but for me, what I've learned, especially in the last, say, like 7 to 10 years,
Unlearn what you have learned.
right,
Said Yoda.
Because with the way preseason works and how we've progressively gotten to the point where we're not playing starters in preseason for anything significant. So they're coming into this first game with what I call being a little bit rusty, right? Because they haven't really knocked that rust off in those preseason games. Now we're in a world now, what, 2-3 years into this 3 preseason game, not even 4. So you have even that. So, and if you look at historically over the last 10 years, weeks 1 and 2, and no, this is not influenced by the Saints last year, but weeks 1 and 2, you usually see a whole lot of parity. And you cannot predict who's going to beat who. And a lot of times, a team that should not win is going to win because both teams are coming in a little unprepared, a little rusty. And so it's kind of that anybody can win kind of a situation. Then by week 3, things start to normalize. And that's when you start to see who the real teams for the season are going to be and who they are. So when the Cardinals, for example, win 2 games, or when the Saints won 2 games last year in the first 2 weeks, then week 3 happens and things start to settle into whatever. And then you start to fall apart. Or teams that are winning or didn't win might start to put it together, because these 2 first weeks of the season are usually the real, call it preseason, or that's when teams are really settling into themselves. So that's why I think we actually, going all the way back, maybe this is more what I'm confident about, or what's it going to take to win. What's it going to take to win is the fact that it's the chaos element of week 1 in the NFL where anybody can win, and you throw away scientific evaluation or anything like that. And it's who wants it more. And yeah, I believe Kellen Moore and the Saints being home, we're going to win this game because of that, because of the chaos element of week 1. So
Yeah,
what do you think it's going to take to win besides chaos?
I mean, so one of my bold predictions was the Saints are top 3 in takeaways. I think if we can get a couple takeaways, whether it's interceptions, fumble recoveries, I think that's the biggest thing in the game. And I think our defense can do that. Like I said, I like our linebackers. I like our secondary. I think we can get the ball from them. And I think the crowds, it's interesting because a lot of going into this season, it's like, it's a lot new now. Like we're finally done from Sean's era, right? Like, outside of Mickey, coaches are gone. Yeah, we still have some players, but for the most part, all that is gone. This is a whole new regime. I feel like there is going to be a little bit of excitement in the fans and in the crowd themselves. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself. I know we don't necessarily have the smartest fans in the world. I mean, God forbid, they still love fucking Crunk whenever we score a touchdown. But, like, I don't know. I feel like for week 1, there's still even the most negative Saints or the most realistic Saints fans, like, we know our season's not going to be good, right? We know we're not making the playoffs. We know we're not in the division. That's fine. But there are fans out there that still think that that's a possibility. There are still fans that still think, yes, we're going to win the division and one of the quarterbacks is going to be good and we're going to be fine. So there are still going to be
WWL listeners.
Yes, there's a lot of those out there, man. There's a lot of those out there. I mean, if you forget, we're bottom 3 in like most major educational metrics. Anyway, I do think for week 1, a lot of people are still excited and still think we're going black and gold Super Bowl. So to me, the crowd energy will be there. If we can stay in the game long enough, get a couple turnovers, make a play or two, I think the crowd is going to boost the team and the team's playing because it's Kellen's first official game. That's why I just think we're going to win week 1. I think there's going to be some kind of emotion there. And yeah, I know a lot. It's been a lot of like 20-year Katrina shit the last week. I don't know if that necessarily matters, but I know some people will kind of play that up. But like, it's going to be a lot of emotion in that building next weekend. And I think that's going to be a thing.
So
Just my thought.
similarly,
I just think it
then
comes-
you think
I
that
just-
sorry, James, what you think it's
I-
Jason is it's going to take similar, like what I was saying, it's going to take emotion and desire and passion.
I think that's going to be it. And again, it's the fucking Cardinals, man.
Okay.
Have you ever trusted the Cardinals to do anything?
No.
There you go.
James? What's it going to take
I
to
think
win?
it just comes down. I think it just comes down to simply that they are going to be a much better team than we are this year. I think it's as simple as that. I know you talked about emotion and the energy, new coach, new regime, all that kind of stuff. The Cardinals just have a better roster than us. They've got better players than us. Their quarterback's better than us. Their wide receivers are probably better than ours. Their defense is definitely better than ours. At the end of the day, when you put 11 against 11 or 22 against 22, the best team usually wins. And unfortunately, we're not in that situation this year where we've got the best team.
So what will it take to
Ev-
win?
I'm looking again. Everything you said makes sense. Like yes, if you look at the end of the season, they will probably have a better record than us. On paper, they're a better team.
But
But
I mean,
games aren't
are
played-
you saying like our
game-
ones are not good enough to win this game?
No.
Are our
I think they
ones
are.
good enough to win this game?
On defense, yes. On offense,
Why? Which ones on offense do you think are gonna ruin it?
the guy throwing the ball.
Yeah, the most important one.
But you don't trust the
quarterback
coach?
is
The
better
most
than ours.
important position.
But you don't trust the coach to develop a game plan and an offensive scheme.
No, he can do all he
where
wants.
he doesn't know. You're not designing an offense for Drew Brees, and maybe this is what it takes to win: is that they design an offense that allows Spencer Rattler to. He doesn't have to come in and be Drew Brees. Give him a one. Like I was listening to the Nick Underhill, the New Orleans Football podcast from earlier this week, and like they were saying, like the offense is going to be one where it's not because Spencer Rattler's dumb or anything. It's any first year, second year quarterback. There's a progression that you develop them. You're not asking them to come in here and be Drew Brees and try to squeeze a ball in on the fourth read of every play. You're giving him here, check this read, that read, dump it off. Or dink and dunk, as Triplett put it on there. Like it's okay to have a simplified offense where, like, if your one read's open, you hit it. If it's not open, you check down. If that's not open, maybe you run it, and that's it. Dumb it down.
Okay, right. Okay, James, go for it.
So what we've got? Listen, preseason, we didn't score many touchdowns. We didn't score many points. Right. So have we been holding stuff back? Is there more? Now there was a tweet. There was either a tweet or it was on his podcast where Nick Underhill said that they've allowed cameras in to practice, but they've said to the people who were there, the journalists that were covering the team, do not post that, do not talk about that, and they're keeping stuff back.
Is it they
I
keeping
don't know
good
whether
stuff
it's
back
trick
or bad
plays.
stuff back?
No, good stuff. Some of the
Okay.
stuff. It said some of the stuff they've been doing.
Also, when you
quite
said they
exotic
let
and quite
cameras
different.
into practice, are you sure they didn't say they let cameras into practice?
No. They've been allowing
Camara.
people to film the practices, but they've said you can film it, but don't. So have we been holding
So
stuff
you say
back?
there
That's
might be
the one
more to
thing-
this offense than we have seen on preseason.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
I like
there
that.
might be more that's going on, and that might be what gives us the edge. I still think we're going to lose
a
on
little bit of a surprise.
on Sunday, but
That's why I think we can win week one. Look, I agree with all. Like I love this coaching staff. I think they can generate an offense that can do some shit. I just don't trust the quality play of our quarterback. I don't think that either quarterback, whether it's Rattler or Shook, I do not think that they are good enough to be able to run this offense,
Okay.
and that's where it comes down to. I think our coaches can be good enough to put them in place. I just don't think our quarterbacks are good enough.
Jason, you ignorant slut. I'm just going to say, I think that
It doesn't matter what you think. But go ahead.
I think the blocking up front is going to make all of the. What's it going to take to win? There you go, right? So what's it going to take to win is the offensive line is either healthy or if somebody gets hurt, that whoever comes in can block. If they give Spencer Rattler enough time to do what Kellen Moore is designed for him to do, which shouldn't be complex. And hopefully, James, you're right that there's even some hidden gems in there. That if he's got enough time, then yes, I actually do think Spencer Rattler can complete the passes that he needs to complete. He can hand the ball off that he needs to hand the ball off. And there is enough to win. Then it comes down to the defense, which I think we've seen enough to be confident about with defense as well.
What makes you think? What gives you confidence that Rattler's good enough to do that? See how he doesn't say yeah.
I don't know.
And
No,
look,
I mean, I think, well, you know what? The drive. from this preseason.
Oh.
The one against Jacksonville, you mean?
Yes, the drive where he
Against
drove
third
in.
string defense.
It doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter who he played against. What matters is that it's going back to the passion and it's the emotional thing. It's the will and the desire, and that team is gonna follow him. If they block for him and he's got time and he's completing passes, all he's got to do is complete a fucking pass. He's in the NFL. He can throw a fucking pass. Anybody who has protection, anybody in the NFL, first, second, or third string quarterback who has time should be able to complete a pass. You are on the top 32 teams, right? You're one of the top 100 people who can throw a fucking football in the world. You should be able to complete a fucking pass if you have time.
Is he, though? We don't know that yet.
Well, he's on the fucking team. If he wasn't, somebody else would be here. Tyler Shuck would be doing it.
Just speaks of how maybe.
But maybe Tyler Shuck is the 120th best person in the world that can throw a football. This is
the
unknown.
Okay, but
this is the unknown.
You haven't seen anything that Spencer Rattler's done over the 5 games of last year and the preseason that you've watched this year to think that he couldn't complete a pass if he has time.
No, but he has completed passes.
Okay.
I think
but not very many, and
because he hasn't had
other
time.
Team.
Because he was playing against the backups or with the backups in front of him.
He went 0-6 last year as a starter
with Dennis Allen's bullshit team.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
It's the great unknown for the season, isn't it? It really is the great unknown.
I mean,
it is funny because
he won the hearts and minds of everybody in New Orleans and Saints fandom last year.
Are we sure about
while going 0-5, people loved him.
0-6.
Well,
0-6.
Yeah.
He went 0-6, and people still loved him. There's still a whole faction.
Do you not
of
remember
the
that Green Bay
There's a whole faction of the
Christmas?
Who Dat Nation who was
he
even
put that
adamant
out
about
of
him
his
starting
memory.
over Tyler Shuck.
Jeff, do you not remember the Green Bay game on Christmas Eve?
I might not because. But again,
I
I don't
choose
blame
not
him
to.
for losing last year. He was playing behind.
Unfortunately, I had to stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning to watch
playing
it.
behind a wet paper towel for an offensive line all of last year. And he had Dennis Allen as his coach. The team gave up on the Saints last year. Last year is not the fuck. You cannot use last year.
So I'll tell you what we
I
need
love
to do.
Jeff's excitement.
I'll tell you what we need to do then. We need to revisit this conversation after the first game. Because then he's playing with the full first team offense.
Yes, but right now.
Let's see this same passion after that when he sucks.
But again, and right now, if I'm saying, what's it going to take to win? What's it going to take to win is that the offensive line blocks and gives him time to do what what Kellen Moore has designed for him to do. And if he's able to do that, that is what it's going to take to win. Execution.
What's going to be awesome is that I already predicted us to win this week. So even though I'm kind of like against our quarterbacks, we're winning this week.
And to let it be known, I'm not necessarily saying I believe that's what's going to happen. But I believe that if Spencer Rattler looks bad this week, I am predicting that is not going to be because he had time and still made mistakes. If he makes mistakes, it's because he's being rushed. Because the offensive line is not blocking for him. And then people are going to blame him and forget about the fact that the offensive line plays a very important role in his performance.
I guess we see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Somehow we're going to do enough to win. I don't know how.
That's it.
I honestly don't know how because
I can't wait to hear your score prediction. I cannot wait.
Let's do it. Score predictions.
All right. Again, I think we get 2 kick return touchdowns, and I think somehow Rattler throws a touchdown to Shaheed. So that's 21. I think Groupie leads.
I gotta have one. Can you have that go to Mason Tipton for my bold predictions?
No. It's not. That's your bold prediction. That's mine. I'm just saying right. So that's 3 touchdowns. But I also predicted Groupie to lead the league in points. I think he gets 2 field goals. So that gives us 27 points. So I think we win 27-23. Saints, who that motherfucker? We are winning week 1. Fucking right, doggy. We're doing it.
22-23.
We're doing this.
All right.
Wesley's score prediction that he sent me before he logged off was 24-12 Cardinals.
That would help Groupie. That's 4 field goals.
It'd be 4 field goals.
I love it.
I think it's going to be 24-17 to the Cardinals.
Ooh.
So the Saints are going to score more than my predicted average for the entire year. 24-17.
All right. I'm going to go 18-17. Saints win it on a Spencer Rattler 2-point conversion a la the Jacksonville preseason game.
That would be amazing.
You are fully bought in, aren't you?
Hey,
Jeff?
I mean,
Fully bought in.
what do I lose if I'm wrong? What is somebody going to punch me in the face if I'm wrong? No.
It is going to be so awesome when I'm walking out of the dome and we have just won this game and I'm like, oh my god, this instant
I
reaction
can't
is
believe
gonna be
Jeff
fucking bad.
even predicted that was how we're going to win because
Right?
we're going to win that way.
I cannot believe that was the real score prediction and somehow we won. Oh my god.
18-17, yep.
Zoot that Lord, motherfuckers!
Yes,
Zoot that Lawrence! Increíble!
all right.
All right. Okay, so maybe we should do one final Dome Patrol checkpoint.
Yeah, let's check in. What are you? Scale from 1 to 10.
Oh,
How
man.
drunk are you?
Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and say at least a 6.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
would definitely say you're north of 5.
Yeah, a 6 is good. That is the good thing about the champagne is that not being liquor, it keeps me like, I can't go from like a 6 to a 12
Yeah.
in like a half hour, right?
Yeah.
So I actually kind of like the champagne thing because
I'm just
I've gone
throwing
through.
It's a Dome Patrol
I'm-
mimosa.
I've gone through.
this out there now, Jason. We're not drinking that in October.
No, that is perfectly fine.
Your
but
audio
I've gone
seems
through.
weird, James. It just sounds like
Yeah, it does.
You
It
sound like
changed.
you're in a Star Wars movie calling in from another X-wing.
You were, but I've gone through 2 bottles of champagne and I think I'm good.
Whoa, all right. I'm finishing up my first bottle. So if you're a 6, I'm probably a 3, maybe bordering a 4. As you can see by my confidence and my passion for how Spencer Rattler's going to play.
Oh,
My
beautiful.
irrational and there's no reason for me to feel this way, but it's the alcohol talking.
It is.
And that's a
I would
classic Dome Patrol experience. What is your number, James?
I would say I'm a 4. Yeah,
A 4, nice.
Yeah.
And it's still daylight, so you have time to
You're-
you take carry that 4 into the LSU game.
It is.
You're already-
Well, yeah, I am going to try and stay away.
What happened to his audio? Turned into like.
I don't know. It's like something got unplugged.
Yeah. So you unplugged your audio?
Did your headset die? Did you check your mute button? Did you back up too
I've just
far?
plugged- I've just plugged it, unplugged
go.
it, and plugged it back in again.
And
Does
it
that
works.
work?
Yep. Yes, it
There you
did.
go.
That works.
So yeah, so I am going to try and stay awake for that LSU game tonight. I'm going to try. I
nice.
can't promise.
Good. We can do a little group chat.
Take
for
it.
that.
Take a nap. I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, I might do that. It's Sunday tomorrow. I've got no plans for tomorrow, so
All right.
I'm gonna go get some canes and then I'm gonna take a nap and then I'll be ready to go for tonight.
All right. Well, that's all the show we have for you right now. We're going to thank our loyal listeners for downloading each week and for making the Dome Patrol podcast the #1 Saints podcast in Wiltshire, England. James, did I pronounce that right?
you did pronounce Wiltshire correctly. Yes.
You know why? My instinct was to say Wiltshire, and I'm like,
That's
it can't
Wiltshire.
be right. If I want to say Wiltshire, then I know how you.
Our one listener that I know lives in Wiltshire will be very appreciative
Well,
of that.
he's why we're #1 there. So
Right?
yeah, way to go, Neil. Follow us on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Message us here for an invitation to the Dome Patrol podcast Discord server if you want to participate in game day live chats. Don't forget, you can also subscribe on your podcast app and give each episode a 5-star rating. That's how you help other Saints fans find this #1 Saints podcast. Also, if you set up auto downloads, that way you can listen to the Dome Patrol podcast anytime, anywhere. Say bye-bye, donkeys.
Bye bye, Wiltshire donkeys. Did I say that?
Bye bye
right?
live stream.
Yep. Yeah. So that's the real ending for the people on the live stream. So thank y'all for sticking it out with us. I think there's only 2 people.